What time do you call this, Sipper?
Bedtime?
Sione wants to see you. Now.
I suppose we did have a bit of a reputation.
Why do you guys go crazy every time you go party together? Because we're boys, the Duck Rockers.
And I know some people think we're, like, useless.
For immature fools.
Okay, so maybe there were a few issues.
That's why at Sione's wedding, all of you are banned.
But what if we promise to bring dates to Sione's wedding?
Not just dates. You must bring girlfriends.
Girlfriends?
Someone to whom you have made a commitment.
Commitment? Commitment? Who to say? Who to take?
And you're dealing with this how?
I'm a panther, ready to pounce.
Michael, sweetie, we don't have that sort of relationship.
Oh, I'm more than just a dick, you know. I'm a man with a dick.
She smiled at me. She likes me more. Because she thinks you're shoplifting.
What are these? Pants? Who's wearing them? You are!
But who washes the skid marks out of them?
I mean, how hard can it be to get a date to your best friend's wedding when your boys have got your back?
What about Chime? Who you work with?
She hangs out with Dickwit Derek and his homeboys.
You disrespecting me? Silly man, you know how we do it in the hood.
It's not a Michael Jackson video. What do you think's the best way to ask a girl out?
You just ask.
Cool.
I'd love to go with you.
Cool.
Eugene's looking forward to tomorrow? Because I heard Albert's the only one with the real life girl. Yeah, well, you heard wrong. She wasn't your girl.
We had lunch, danced, got wasted together. She watched me spew on the side of the road, okay? We were a couple. One wedding you don't want to miss. Sione's wedding. At least you're invited.
Round one, fight!
Man, it looks like somebody made a remake to Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I wonder what that movie is all about. Well, if you haven't seen Sione's Wedding, go check it out. It's a New Zealand movie, but it's similar to that one. But yeah, welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode 180, Best Movies of 2006, Part 1. So we'll be doing a 3-parter this week. We got an episode on Wednesday. We got one on our championship on Friday. So we just put all the movies of 2006 into a big randomizer, and these were the first 64 to pop out, which you'll see tonight. And yeah, I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and let's bring in our panel for tonight. We'll start as always with my co-host Austin Pez Howell. What's up?
That was for you, Malcolm.
Nice. Well, speaking of Malcolm, we'll bring in Malcolm Lay.
Hold on, he's off screen right now. Give him a second. Okay. All right, he's coming back. Give him a second. There he is.
All good. Hey.
Hey, this is going to be an interesting one because as I found out when making this list, like 2006 was kind of a weak year for movies. Like,
yeah,
it had its ups and downs. We'll say, yeah, it was kind of a mid-year for movies where there was some good stuff,
movies that are not good,
good stuff, and yeah, some not so great. Not one of the best years ever for movies. So we'll get to some of those. Maybe 2004, I think, is a good one. 2001, things like that. So we'll get there.
Yeah, but we also have joined us Mr. Jacob Barber.
All right, there he is.
What's up?
I'm here.
What's going on?
He's here.
He's
here, and he's ready to put 2 movies in front of him. All right.
I'm ready to go like this
one,
or like this.
whether I've seen it or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. We also have Brian Nussbaum.
Hey, it's going good. This is the only tournament series, except if the guys show up in the mystery tournament, where the only way could show up.
That's true.
Yeah, and then we'll have another guest coming in a minute, but
he's right here.
Oh, he's here. Okay, cool. Well, I can't see the green screen from my end.
I know. I'm running the thing, so Jordan can see
here?
backstage.
I don't know.
He's here.
Oh,
he's here. Steven Shepard.
Welcome, Steven. Yeah, Steven Shepard. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah.
Nice. I think I know your
I thought this was
character
alright.
this time.
Yeah.
So do I.
That might be one I have to Google. It's not. It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Stranger the Fiction.
Yeah.
Stranger the Fiction. I thought that
That's
was.
what I thought.
Okay. If it's in this bracket, I can't remember if it's in this bracket or not. We'll see.
Yeah, if it's not on tonight, it'll be on Wednesday then.
Right.
Because it is a 2006 movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's in there.
Yeah, we'll show up. Oh, I hope it goes for that one.
Yeah. So should be an interesting tournament, and we'll see. I have. I don't know if anyone has them handy.
I think Malcolm may have the Elite Eight.
Yeah, the Elite Eight from last time. I usually have them pulled up, but I can run them down off a list. I know we have, so just bear with me while I go through an actual list where they're mixed in. But we have Waitress holding over.
I mean, I've got.
Yeah.
So he must have it.
Then you go ahead. You can run them down.
Malcolm's the master of the ladder matches.
Yeah.
He knows.
I just have them mixed in with my list.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there's Waitress, Moneyball, Walk Hard, Sweeney Todd. I know, No Country for Old Men. I'm just going down the list. So
Same out doing. We got the Wrestler.
The Wrestler.
Yep. And we got the Dark Knight from 2008.
Hot
Yeah.
Rod, I believe so.
Hot Rod?
Yeah, it should be there. Could be
Yeah.
It was in the final, so yeah, it should be.
Yeah. I believe that's it, right? And,
yeah.
And Moneyball holding on all the way from 2011. I just want to point that out. That's been like
it's our longest running. It overtook the Social Network to become our longest running repeat ladder series. Hanger honor. It still is not won, but it's hung on this long. Yes.
But that's what I'd like to see. Like at least one just do that for a little bit. I think it's kind of fun. So yeah. But Austin, you want to break it down and let any first timers that might be tuning in know how it's going to work?
Yeah, well, all of our panelists know what's up, but this is tournament fights. Malcolm was kind enough, as he always is, for these yearly brackets to put this together for us. It's 128 over the course of this week. Movies from 2006 and a few of those extras, as we just mentioned, hanging on from previous years. But tonight will be 64 of those. And basically what will happen is whatever Sweet 16 make it out of tonight, we'll move on to Friday's championship half bracket to join whatever Sweet 16 hang on for Wednesday's show. We'll join them over there. And then after that, it's kind of anything goes just to see which one becomes a tournament winner or a multi-time tournament winner. We'll see if it's one of the hanger honors. And they're all kind of mixed up and jumbled up, and Malcolm will be running that bracket for us. And we just go around the horn up and down. Everybody just try to keep it to 30 seconds or less just so we can keep the pace moving nice and quick. And we'll see which one takes part one and which ones move on Friday.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. Well, Jordan, who wants to have some fun?
Hey! Who wants to have some fun? I do. Now, you just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
I really want to have fun. I'm just saying I want to have some fun.
So who's wanting to have some fun? Who's just saying they want to have some fun? All right.
Yeah, want to have fun.
Okay.
Then you can pick out who every character represents on our panel. I'm not going to say it, but you can. We'll let the audience speculate tonight.
Right, Malcolm, give us our first matchup. What we got here?
We've got Gridiron Gang up against Over the Hedge.
All right. So we'll start down at the bottom with Mr. Steven Shepard.
Fun fact: I actually attended a open casting call to be in Gridiron Gang.
Dang!
But I obviously that didn't happen. So I'll go with Gridiron Gang because I actually do like it, and I thought Over the Hedge is kind of mediocre and forgettable, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't believe they went with The Rock instead of you.
Yeah, I know, crazy. I don't know, why they made that choice, but Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Gridiron Gang, but I do have a lot of fun with Over the Hedge. Some great character actors show up, like Gary Shandling, Eugene Levy, Catherine Hare, who move on to Schitt's Creek and two leads. So I'll go Over the Hedge.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. I like both of these movies. I'm not over the moon about either of them.
You're not over the hedge about one of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not over the hedge about it.
Good shot.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just go ahead and do the logic. If both of these were in front of me, which one would I want to watch right now? Probably Gridiron Gang.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. What do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Over the Hedge in a while. I do remember enjoying it. We'll probably talk more about that on Rankum on Sunday. But yeah, I watched Gridiron Gang for the first time for this, and I really enjoy it. I'm not that big into sports movies, but I think Gridiron Gang was a lot of fun, so I'm gonna go Gridiron Gang.
Yeah. Austin.
Steven, I thought you were going to say you auditioned for the exhibit role in Gridiron Gang and just missed out by that much. You know, but yeah, no, I have not seen Over the Hedge. That was one of the mid 2000s animated movies I missed. But I saw Gridiron Gang once in the theater. I've not seen it since then, but I remember liking it enough, so I'll give it a pass for this round.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen Gridiron Gang, but yeah, it's got my boy X to the Z exhibit. I've seen him in concert once because he opened for Linkin Park back in the day, so that was cool. But actually, maybe not because he wasn't that good. So like I almost thought he was gonna get booed off the stage. He was just like doing other people's songs and stuff. But and Over the Hedge, I'm not a huge fan of. It's really frantic and all over the place. That squirrel and like just the way that I don't know, it's just like a lot going on. And even though I haven't seen Gridiron Gang, I'll probably vote for that because I am a big fan of sports movies. So yeah, I'll go Gridiron Gang.
All right, 5-1, Malcolm for Gridiron Gang.
Yeah.
We've got Saw 3 up against Flyboys.
All right, start with Brian.
Yeah, if you know me, I'm not a horror guy, but I haven't seen Flyboys, so I'll go Flyboys.
Yeah. Jacob.
I haven't even heard of Flyboys. I don't even know what it is. And while I'm not the biggest Saw franchise fan, I do. For the most part, enjoy them. So I'll go Saw 3.
Yeah, and shout out to the Midnight Cinema that tuned in. He would have given it to Gridiron. Oh, that Josh.
Josh Diggins.
Josh
Diggins. Yeah, what's up,
Josh
buddy?
Diggins, what up? Yeah, he's been on the show a bunch of times. So what's going on, Josh? Yeah, but Malcolm.
Sheriff Josh.
Flyboys is a James Franco movie. I believe it was referenced in This Is the End one.
Yeah, they used the gun from Flyboys with the fake bullets with the blanks. Wow. Yeah.
That's the idea, I believe, too.
But it's a good war movie. I think it's about the early days of them using airplanes in the war and that. But yeah, I'm a big Saw fan, and I like Saw 3 a lot. So Saw 3 is what I share.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Flyboy's another one I saw once in the theaters and haven't seen it since because it was just okay. It was a big old okay. And but I'm a massive Saw fan. Malcolm knows this as well. And Saw 3 is one of my top 3 of the series. So yes, Saw 3 pretty easily for me.
Yeah, so I'm a horror fan, but just not a Saw fan. It just gets a little too gruesome and like unnecessary things going on for me. And I've only seen Flyboys once, and it was pretty forgettable. But I mean, I'll vote for it because it's the one I've seen. I'm not like thrilled with this matchup, so yeah, Flyboys.
All right, Mr. Shepard.
Yeah.
I was getting Flyboys mixed with Red Tails because Red Tails I saw, but I don't think I've seen Flyboys. So I'll go with Saw 3. It's not great, but it's one of the better Saw movies, and it did get the story, with Jigsaw, with Tobin Bell's character, to a mostly satisfying ending. I think the franchise kind of went downhill after Saw 3, personally, but So yeah, I'll go with Saw 3.
All right, Saw 3. I'll take this one.
Yeah, Flyboys. That's James Franco and Jean Reno. Yeah.
Jean Reno.
Yeah.
Jean Reno. Jean Reno. What is going on?
I'm not French. I'm American. I pronounce it the American way.
Yeah, Red Tails, I think, was from George Lucas.
Yeah. Got Break Up against Flushed Away.
All right, Mr. Barber, you go first on this one.
Yeah, another interesting matchup here. I've only seen Flushed Away the one time, but I think it's got a pretty decent voice cast from what I remember. Outside of Hugh Jackman, who is the one I remember for, because he's my favorite. He's just my favorite actor. But I thought the breakup. I thought it had some funny moments, and when Jennifer Aniston walks away, who can forget that?
Is that all you think about, Jacob?
Yeah. I'm the one that. Yeah. Right. It's interesting. I'll go Flushed Away on this one.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen Flushed Away in a while. I think I've seen it once. It's a pretty decent DreamWorks movie, but The Breakup is one of the few Vince Vaughn comedies I actually quite like. I kind of like Vince Vaughn better when he's doing stuff that's not comedy lately, or trying something different, like when he did Freaky and all that. But but I do really enjoy The Breakup. Haven't seen it in a while, admittedly, but I remember liking it, so The Breakup is my vote.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
The theme for me tonight might be all these movies that I saw in the theater and have not seen since for 2006 because they're just mediocre enough for me to not care to go back and watch them. Because The Breakup I've seen once, never saw it again. Flushed Away, saw it in the theater once, never saw it again. And I only saw Flushed Away because our whole family went and saw it over Thanksgiving in Mississippi. It was like the one movie that was out that we could all go watch. But I remember that one being a pleasant surprise and being funny enough, and thinking there's some decent jokes and stuff in it. So I'll actually go Flushed Away on this one.
Yeah. I also have only seen Flushed Away once. I've seen The Breakup a couple of times, but I think I mentioned before that I watched it with my ex-fiance. She had like a visceral reaction and was like talking about breaking up after, like, for real. I'm just like it's just a movie, like, calm down. but she eventually like moved away from that. But yeah, I think that The Breakup is fun, and I always remember. I mean, I like it like enough, like the whole dinner scene where you got like John Michael Higgins and he's trying to sing and he's like annoying everybody, and it's got a decent little supporting cast. Jon Favreau, I think, is like one of the friends, and then you throw in like Justin Long and Jason Bateman make a cameo. So even Vincent D'Onofrio. So yeah, I'll go with The Breakup. Steven, what do you say?
Haven't seen Flushed Away, so I'll go with The Breakup, which I think was actually fairly underrated at the time.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you got?
Yeah, these two matches are both fun. Which one would I go back to most? I'll go Flushed Away.
Yeah. Pushed away.
All right, so we have our first tie tonight, and what we do is we rotate the tie-breaking vote, starting with the bottom. So, Steven, you can go either one. You can stick with what you had, or you can switch.
Anybody want to buy my vote? Because I really don't care either way.
No, what do you say?
Flushed Away has Andy Serkis.
I mean, I like the breakup, but I don't like it like that much. So, I don't know. To be honest with you, 2006 I thought had a weak animated lineup. Because there's a few I haven't seen, but the ones that I have seen I thought were forgettable.
The Breakup has at least like 6 or 7 notable people if you look at the cast.
Yeah, I think it's a decent, kind of a decent drama, even though it's marketed as a comedy. So I'll give it the slight edge to the breakup.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, bye, Flushed Away.
Yeah. Flushed away.
I'm really. Did I mention I'm a really good co-host? I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Got Ice Age the Meltdown up against the Marine.
What?
Oh my god!
Speaking of weak animated lineup, jeez. Good lord.
What sound effect are you gonna pull for this one, Austin?
I don't have an ice sound of ice clinking. I don't know.
Or like the John Cena intro or something.
Oh yeah, no, I could do that.
I can't see him there.
It is old music.
Yeah.
All I'll
I don't know
see for
what you're
this
talking
match.
about.
All I'll see for this match is yikes.
Yeah. I think it's Malcolm first, right?
It is Malcolm first this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, look, I recently did actually watch all of all the Ice Age movies earlier this year. Just because there's a couple I hadn't got around to seeing, and I don't think the Meltdown's bad. I think it's decent. It's like a good 3-star movie. And like even with the Moon, I have fun with the Moon. I think it's a lot of fun. So yeah, but both of these are actually really close together for me. But I think just like I really enjoy the Marine. It's one of the few like WB studio movies I actually quite like. So,
yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, this is like I said. Speaking of mediocre animated fare, from 2006. I don't think I've actually ever watched an Ice Age movie all the way through, like start to finish. So I couldn't tell you which one this is in the lineup. I don't know if it's like the second one, third one, fourth one. I have no idea. So. Yeah, I mean, by default, I'll go with the Marine. I mean, it was John Cena's first fare into stuff. It's kind of typical meathead action role. But it does have Robert Patrick, so we'll just deal with that, I guess.
Original music.
Plays old music.
but I think for me, I'm actually a low key Ice Age fan, especially the first two. I really like, and I like the stuff with Scrat, like most of all. But so I like those two. It gets a little like wonky and like overdone too much, but after the first two, and I've never seen the Marine, so I'll just go with it. Ice Age, the Meltdown.
Marine? I don't think you're missing anything by not seeing the Marine.
Yeah, probably not.
Or 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of like 12 rounds.
Same here.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
I've never seen it either, but Steven.
It's knockoff Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's all you need to know.
I don't disagree with that assessment. I still thought it was kind of fun.
Well, Steven, what are you going to vote for here?
The first Ice Age is the only Ice Age movie I've seen. But since I've seen the Marine, I'll go with Ice Age the Meltdown.
Yeah, right.
I like John Cena for the most part, but let's just say that this was not exactly an auspicious start for his career.
Yeah.
No, he way better at comedy than drama.
But it led to him for the next 4 years, Stephen, when he came out for his entrances, saluting the crowd.
Really?
So there's that. Jacob knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what are you gonna go for here?
Yeah, I also haven't seen the Marine, but I do probably enjoy Ice Age the Meltdown. It has the introduction to Queen Latifah and Sean William Scott, Josh Peck's characters in there, and have a lot of fun with it. So Ice Age the Meltdown gets my vote.
Yeah, and Jacob, what do you got?
Such a riveting matchup of great cinematic fare here.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we warned you 2006 was mediocre. I said that at the beginning.
There's a lot of really good movies.
I wouldn't say a lot. I say there's a handful.
We'll probably rewatch The Marine before I rewatch an Ice Age movie that's not the first one. So I'll go with The Marine.
All right. Well, that's another tie to Brian. We'll scoot in there.
Ice Age the Meltdown.
All right. There you go.
I'm with you, Josh. Yeah, that the first Ice Age is the best. Ice Age 2 is fine, and then it kind of gets worse from there.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Failure to launch up against lucky number 11.
Ooh. All right, Austin, you're up.
Yeah, I never got around to Lucky Number 11 because I thought that title was stupid. But Failure to Launch is not good either. That's in the middle of the McConaughey just doing McConaughey things in the mid 2000s. You know what? I haven't even seen it, but I like Josh Hartnett, so I'll go with Lucky Number 11. I'm more likely to watch that.
Well, the one reason why I'm not going to vote for Failure to Launch because you see a naked Terry Bradshaw's butt in that movie, and no, thank you. Do I ever want to have my eyes burned out again? No, thank you. So I'll go with Lucky Number 11, and my ex-wife was actually pretty big on it, that movie, and I think it's good. I think that it's back when Josh Hartnett, when he had his first run as like being a star before he kind of took a little break from acting for a little bit, and then like Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman are in there, Stanley Tucci, Ben Kingsley, so I think it's pretty good. And I like the story because they definitely they make Josh Hartnett like he's obviously the Slevin guy, so and it's good, so I'll go Lucky Number 11.
Hey, Jordan.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Yes, I've worked in the medical field. I've seen many grown men naked, and I never wanted to again.
Terry Bradshaw naked?
Yeah, right. Yeah, unfortunately, his butt. But Steven?
I actually liked Failure to Launch. I think it's got a really good supporting cast. I mean, I think Zooey Deschanel and Justin Bartha actually steal the movie. And I think Terry Bradshaw is actually really funny in it, and Kathy Bates. But I love Lucky Number 11. I think that's I actually forgot about that movie, but I do love it, and so I'll go with Lucky Number 11.
Yeah, it's a good kind of like I can't remember like exactly the plot, but I know that like Josh Hartnett's on the run, everyone's after him trying to like get him. But that's all I remember. But Brian, what do you say?
We're not lazy to put Lucky Number 7, not 11. We're not lazy writers for that movie. But I haven't seen any of these. I haven't seen both of these, but I just went out to Rotten Tomatoes, and Lucky Number 7 is higher percentage. So Lucky Number 7.
Sure, yeah. Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, I've seen Failure to Launch, which is why I'm going to vote for Lucky Number 11. Because I didn't care for that. I haven't seen Lucky Number 11, but the cast at least has me interested, and so I'll go with that one.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, so when I was making this, I was almost going to leave off Lucky Number 7. Like in my head, I've not heard of this movie, but then I remembered. Then I actually watched it recently, and I was like, hang on. This will be titled over here to just called The Wrong Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't call it like Number 11 over here. There's any reason why, but it's just random. But it seems like we're seeing the Josh Hartnett resurgence now, because like he was in like 2 high-profile movies last year. Like he was in the Operation Fortune this year, and also Oppenheimer. So
I like both of those too.
I do enjoy Failure to Launch. I think it's good, but I think I really enjoy Lucky Number 7. I think it's a really interesting story. So Lucky Number 7.
All right, Malcolm, it's a clean sweep then with you.
Well, coming in 2024, we're going to be doing movies with foreign titles. We're going to have all the foreign titles that are like weird titles for a tournament.
Evil Woman could be on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones out there.
They're lots of favorites.
Jeez. All right. What is Friends with Money?
Well, we'll find out.
Another Jennifer Aniston movie, I think.
Oh, okay. Friends with Money and Nacho Libre. All right. Jordan?
Yeah, I don't know what Friends with Money is. I've never seen it. Give me a second. And I mean, I don't know. Like, I think Jennifer Aniston's fine. She doesn't strike me as like this incredible actress. I remember when I worked at a Hollywood video, they had a whole video like praising Jennifer Aniston, talking about how incredible of an actress she is, and she's fine to me. But Nacho Libre, I love. Like, I'm a big fan of Justin Hess.
Jared Hess.
Or Jared. Sorry. Yeah, Jared. Yeah. Which I should know because I've met him before. But like in Preston, Idaho, where he lives. And also too, I will like push back just a tad against the people that say it disrespects wrestling because I mean, in the movie they say anyone can become a wrestler. Well, the thing is, I went to a convention and they had some amateur wrestling there, and they literally asked me if I wanted to get in the ring, and like I don't know a thing about wrestling.
So
like,
that's proving the point that not anyone can be a wrestler.
Yeah, but they're asking anyone to be a wrestler. Like if I would have said yes, they would have put me in. So
well, they could ask you to drive a monster truck too. Does it mean you can?
Well, they didn't ask me that though. That's the thing.
I know, but that's proving the point that not everyone can be a wrestler, and I know that's a fact.
They usually don't ask people to be a monster truck driver. I wouldn't say, but they did ask me to be a wrestler, and I was like, no, I'm good because I had my Marty McFly stuff on, and they thought it would be kind of a cool gimmick or something. But I'll vote for Nacho Libre. I have a lot of fun. I think that it's pretty quotable. Like this is the worst lunch I've ever had. Like, where are the spices? Where is the flavor? These are the Lord's chips. Like, I have fun with it. So yeah. so yeah. But in your opinion, it's a good movie. But Steven.
Steven Shepard.
He might be muted. I don't know.
He froze himself. He's frozen.
Oh, he might be.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Can't really see you, but we can hear you. Yeah.
I think he's fixing the laptop or something.
No, I'm not muted. It's just my internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Just keep talking.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Should we come back to you? All right, Brian. Why don't you go ahead? We'll come back to you, Steven.
Yeah, Feather Bite is fine, not great. It is okay, but I have a lot of fun with Ultra Libre. It's been 138. I love Jack Black in his role. Get the corn in my face. Why can't we ever have a salad?
Yeah, get that corn.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The whole bubblegum sequence, and I am singing at the party, Ultra Libre.
Yeah, or the Ignacio, like that's a fun song. So, Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't heard of Friends with Money. I mean, I have friends with money, but that's about it. But yeah, no, I have some fun with Nacho Libre. Sure, the wrestling scenes aside, I think everything around it. I think it's got some quotable lines, and that stuff to me is pretty funny still. So. Because I can have fun with that part of the movie, I'll go with Nacho Libre.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I don't think Friends with Money is a movie that Austin will be rushing it to go see it anytime soon. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it for what it is. Like, it's one of the few I watched for this. Yeah, and I quite liked it. It's got a really set cast. So you've got people like Jennifer Aniston, Catherine Keener, Frances McDormand, Joan Cusack, Jason Isaac, Scott Carr, Ty Burrell's in there as well. So it's like the set cast. And, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Nacho Libre. I was considering rewatching it for this to see how I felt, but it's like I really couldn't bring myself to see it. I'd rather watch something I hadn't seen. So I'm going to vote for Friends with Money.
Well, it definitely is for a certain audience because it is like quirky and stuff. Yeah, but
Steven, now that you're back, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my internet said it all. You guys bring up Nacho Libre, and it goes like that. I had Nacho Libre on my list of worst movies of all time. So
really, worst movie of all time.
Hot take.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a hot take.
So especially after Malcolm listed the cast, I'll definitely go with Friends with Money. That has to be at least decent.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Well, Friends with Money doesn't claim that anyone can be a wrestler and disrespect the wrestling business as such by throwing anybody in there and claiming
You don't know that. You haven't seen it.
wrestler. I have seen Nacho Libre.
No, Friends with Money. I thought you said you hadn't seen it.
Well,
So-
I'm like 99.9% certain it doesn't have any wrestling scenes in it. So otherwise I would have probably seen it by now. Or JPO would have seen it and told me about it. So because he watches anything with a wrestler or wrestling in it. So I find Nacho Libre not only disrespectful but just not very funny, like at all. I think it's pretty lame humor all around. But I'm gonna vote for Friends with Money. But that goes to a tie for Jacob.
I'll stick with Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre, yeah.
Whatever. It'll probably be gone after the next round anyway.
I'm sure.
No, let's put it through. It's going the distance, guys. Come on.
It's not going the distance.
No, it's not going the distance. With half of the votes against it, it's not going the distance. It's going to lose out eventually.
Eventually, when the tiebreaker gets up there, yeah.
Steven, I don't know what Miss Potter is, but anyways, go ahead, Steven.
I do.
I'll go with Miss Potter just because I haven't seen it, but I have seen Texas Chainsaw the beginning, and I really didn't like that at all.
I think Mrs. Potter is about Beatrix Potter, and who wrote like some kind of like fables. I can't remember which rabbit, but it's one of the rabbits. Peter Rabbit. Yeah. Peter Rabbit. Yeah. But Brian.
Yeah. I'm a horror person, but I haven't seen Miss Potter, so I'll go with Miss Potter.
Yeah.
Chicken.
So I've only seen the original Texas Chainsaw, and then that crappy remake. And no, that's not true. I've seen the McConaughey one too. That one's pretty fun. I haven't seen this one, the beginning, but those three on the poster there for Miss Potter kind of have me intrigued. I mean, anytime Ewan McGregor is involved, I'm at least interested. So I'll go with Miss Potter.
Yeah.
You don't like the remake? I thought the remake was decent.
Yeah.
The Netflix one?
No. We're talking about the 03 Platinum Dunes one, though.
Yeah, that
remake is actually good.
Yeah. No. I was talking about the one that was just released.
No. Yeah, that was technically supposed to be like a legacy sequel to the original one. Technically.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, they did.
One of those things, that ignores all the other ones.
Okay. Well, whatever they did with it, it was not good.
No, the actual remake is really good, actually, from 03. Yeah, it's one of the better ones.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you got here?
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw, the beginning. It's weirdly enough, it's the only Texas Chainsaw movie I think I've seen. I think I've seen the original once, but I watched this for this. And yeah, it's basically Jordana Brewster taking a break from Fast and the Furious to do something else.
To wear tight clothing in another franchise, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, and I enjoyed it for what it is. But yeah, like I grew up the Peter Rabbit books. I really enjoyed reading them, and I think I really liked this biopic of it. I think it's great in the world. So yeah, I'm gonna go Miss Potter.
Well, actually, Jordana Brewster only appeared at this point in the first one because she's not in 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Miss Potter.
Because she was filming this movie.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
I'll vote for Texas Chainsaw the beginning. It's not one of my favorites, but it still has Arlie Ermy, and he's great, and he chews up the scenery in all those movies that he's in. And I just haven't heard of Miss Potter. But after Jordan votes, I want to quickly play the Jonathan Liebsman filmography game. He directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen either one of these. They're both blind spots, but yeah, and I don't care to really see either one, but I'll give a vote to Miss Potter just because I did get a little like compilation from my great aunt of all the like Beatrix Potter like stories and stuff when I was a really little kid. I remember, and I remember reading those, and then Ewan McGregor and Renee Zellweger are pretty good, so I'll give it to Miss Potter. Yeah.
All right, so Mrs. Barber's going through Jonathan Liebsman, an acclaimed filmography here. Starts with 2003's Darkness Falls, which is not a great PG-13
Fine,
horror
it's all
movie.
right. Yeah.
He then directs Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. Jumps to 2011 with Battle Los Angeles with Aaron Eckhart.
Great trailer, but horrible movie.
Not good movie. He then goes to Wrath of the Titans, not Clash of the Titans, but Wrath of the Titans. And then he does the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I know you're a big fan of, Jordan.
No.
Championship.
No thanks.
And then most recently, he hadn't directed a lot in a while. He just directed some episodes of the Halo TV series, and that's it.
Okay.
So he's got.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, next up, we've got Glory Road up against 16 Blocks.
Right.
Okay.
Brian.
And Brian. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these, but I do quite enjoy those Disney live-action sports films. So I'll go Glory Road.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you say?
This is an interesting matchup. I think 16 Blocks is okay. I like the premise here, but Glory Road is, I think, like the first movie on the list that I like actually love. I love this movie. I think it's such a good story being told here. What's his name? Josh Lucas in the as the coach here. I think he gives a really good performance. Really, really well done. So I'm gonna go with Glory Road.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say here?
I think 16 Blocks is a pretty good movie. I think Bruce Willis is great, and I think this is kind of the period where he was still sort of enjoying making movies, I really enjoyed Glory Road, and I think it's good. So Glory Road gets my vote.
Yeah, Austin.
It's our third Bruce Willis movie just on this side of this bracket.
I know, yeah.
Man, Homeboy was working in 2006. That's another one I saw in the theater. I haven't seen since then. I remember it being okay. Glory Road, I remember specifically watching while I was on an elliptical machine, but it was good enough to where I just stayed on it and watched the rest of the movie. I feel like I jumped in like the first 20 minutes or so and watched the whole thing. Yeah, it was pretty. I thought it was a nice little sort of underrated basketball movie, so I enjoyed it. I'll go Glory Road.
Yeah, I haven't seen 16 Blocks. That's a blind spot, but yeah, Glory Road's great. And I always call Josh Lucas kind of Matthew McConaughey light. Like he kind of, to me, sort of looks like him in a way. But the movie's good. Just showing like the first team to have an all black starting lineup in their team, and to make it to the college finals, and Texas Western, now known as UTEP, University of Texas El Paso. So that's good, and they even have John Voight in it, and his first name's Adolf, being like the like evil opposing coach kind of guy. They call him Adolf. So I'll go with Glory Road. Steven.
You're muted.
Muted.
Glory Road is all right, but I really like 16 Blocks. Actually, I think Bruce Willis is really good in it. Most staff, David Morse, it gets really interesting when you find out the relationship between Bruce Willis and Most staff as it develops throughout the movie, and Bruce Willis's role in what Most staff's character is going to testify about. So I'm going with 16 Blocks.
Yeah.
It'll be Glory Road.
It'll be Glory Road.
Right, Super X Girlfriend up against Crank.
All right.
Okay, Jacob.
Pass. I have some fun with Crank. I think there's some good sequences there. My Super Ex-Girlfriend, I think I've watched bits and pieces, but never the whole thing. So I'll go with Crank.
Yeah. Malcolm.
just similarly to when we were talking about Josh Arnott, Uma Thurman's reappearing in movies again lately as well. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually rewatched my Saber X Girlfriend for this because I haven't seen it in ages, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I just really love Crank. I think it's a really fun action movie, and honestly, I wouldn't mind to see a legacy third movie or something. Just because I think there's a lot of places you can take this premise kind of. So I'm going to vote for Crank.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, my Super Ex Girlfriend is kind of a guilty pleasure. I don't hate it. I think it's kind of fun for what it is. I like Eddie Izzard's character a lot in that movie. Yeah, I might go with Crank. I miss Neville Dean Taylor directing movies, just bonkers, wacky, like action movies.
Yeah.
That are just like made for people on cocaine, and like it's just, I don't know. I kind of miss filmmakers like that who just didn't care, just made like wacky stuff. Like I kind of dig it. So I'll go with Crank.
Yeah, for some reason I remember seeing the trailer for Crank like over and over, like back in the day, where it's like I'm Chef Chelios, and like I have to keep myself supercharged in order to survive, or like he's like telling it's him narrating it, Jason Statham, but and it's not really saying a whole lot. Well, actually, it's probably saying something bad that I've owned my Super Ex Girlfriend since 2006, and I have never watched it at all since 2006. So it just looks really generic and kind of like I don't know if I like care that much, but I don't know. Like the only way I'd probably watch it is with a friend or a date, and they're like, hey, you want to watch this movie? Sure. But so I'll go with Crank. I think Crank is a lot of fun, especially the first one. I even like the second one for what it is, because it just kind of gets even more bonkers and off the wall, makes no sense. But this one's fun, so I'll go Crank. Steven.
Yeah, my Super Ex Girlfriend I thought was really silly and forgettable. But I do love Crank, although I think it should have been a standalone movie. I think the sequel ruins the ending of this movie, and I thought the sequel is trash. But I love the first one, so I'll go with Crank.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I do. I quite do enjoy my Super Ex Girlfriend. It has some good moments. While the stars popping up at Luke Wilson's boss. Dry shoot when Wilson playing Luke Wilson's friend there has some good moments. So I'll go with my Super Ex Girlfriend.
Yeah. And also shout out to my boy Ethan Ramirez from the Plain Dynamites in Crank. So
all right, well, Crank takes it, Malcolm, and we'll move down.
And fun fact, Neville Dean Taylor was originally supposed to direct Jonah Hex.
Would have been a better movie, actually.
A better, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Good German up against the Wrestler.
What's the Good German? All right, the Wrestler, and we'll scoot down to the next one.
yeah, I don't know if the Good German is either.
It's a film
though.
Yeah, it's a film noir movie starring Clooney. I was going to watch it for this.
I actually love The Good German. I think it's actually supremely underrated.
You don't want to go to vote Cars over Waitress?
No, Waitress is awesome. No,
that's fine.
I hate Cars.
Speaking of Waitress, they released a trailer for the new probably movies coming out.
Wait, what is it?
Musical Waitress. They're released to theaters for some.
The musical. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be in the similar vein of Hamilton, where it's going to be a filmed stage recording.
Oh, no thanks then. I'll be out. But
we've got Night at the Museum up against Scoop.
Okay.
I don't know what Scoop is.
I mean, I just looked it up, but Malcolm, go ahead.
Yeah, Scoop is a Woody Allen comedic crime noir movie. It's with
Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson and Hugh Jackman. And I actually watched it for this. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I really liked it. But yeah, I really like the Night at the Museum movies. I think they're good, and the first one was pretty good too. So I'm going to go Night at the Museum.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, no, I'm not a Woody Allen guy. I only like a couple of his movies, like Blue Jasmine and Midnight in Paris, like a couple of very select ones. It's so I haven't even seen Scoop, but yeah, I love the Night at the Museum movies. I make no bones about it. I think all three of those movies are super fun. I think they're very breezy to watch, very rewatchable, and I dig them. So I'm gonna go Night at the Museum.
Yeah, like Woody Allen is a weird one for me. Yeah, because I only like just a couple of them, like Annie Hall, and then, but yeah, just not very many. Maybe Midnight in Paris also, and he has a lot of weird movies where he's like going after like underage girls, like even in his movies, and I'm just like, okay, it's just weird, a little too on the nose for reality, but and I've never seen Scoop, so but and Night at the Museum, I'm just fine on it. I think their movies are kind of like mediocre to me. They're just fine, but I am a Ben Stiller fan, so I'll go Night at the Museum. Steven.
Yeah, I've only seen a handful of Woody Allen movies. My favorite probably being The Purple Rose of Cairo. And I have seen Scoop though, and I thought Scoop was actually pretty funny and charming, and both Jackman and Johansson are great in it. Woody Allen himself I thought was good in it too. So, and Night at Museum is fun, but I'm not like blown away by it. So they're pretty neck and neck, but I'm gonna go with Scoop.
Yeah, people keep telling me that I need to go see the movie Manhattan, like it's a masterpiece or something, but that like movie even has a sketchy premise, so I'm like, oh no, I'm good. but Brian, what do you say here?
Yeah, the Night Museum trilogy, I really do quite enjoy. It has some great characters in there. You have some great cast members, especially the first one. The first one, I think, is the best out of the three. You throw in also some good character actors. Mickey Rooney shows up, Bill Cobbs, the late great Bill Cobbs, and Dick Van Dyke as the older security guards. And yeah, some great cast members are there too. So Night Museum.
Yeah, Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, Scoop is not the 2006 Hugh Jackman Scarlett Johansson movie that I've seen.
Yeah,
but I've
show up
seen
later.
the first. Yeah, if not today, it'll be on Wednesday. But I expect that one to go fairly far. We'll see though. Depends on the matchups. But yeah, no, I have only seen the first Night at the Museum movie, and I think it's a lot of fun. I just recently got the trilogy on Blu-ray though, so I'll be getting to the other two soon, hopefully. But yeah, I think the first one is a lot of fun. So Night at the Museum gets my vote.
I'll just say this, Jacob, for the second one, Amy Adams as Amelia Earhart.
All you guys think about.
I was just in that movie for some reason. Yeah.
But
all right. So, he went first.
You first. Okay.
Cool. So, going Night at the Museum. Got RV up against Sione's Wedding.
All right, Sione's Wedding wins, and we'll move on. That sounds good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, and I'd vote for it over RV. Sorry, Robin.
Yeah,
I like Robin Williams in it, but the movie overall
stinks. All right, Malcolm, you get a pass. Cool. At least the second round.
Got Little Miss Sunshine up against the Da
There
Vinci
you go.
Code.
All right.
Well, this one because this was pretty easy too.
Oh. This is
No, we'll
talk about this because I don't like Little Miss Sunshine. I'm not a Little Miss Sunshine fan, but I'm not a Da Vinci Code fan either because that movie's boring, and so are all the rest of them. So this is it's a tough matchup only because I don't know which one to actually go for. The two I don't like.
Another mediocre Ron Howard movie. He's done some mediocre. Yeah, he has good ones, but he has boring ones.
Da Vinci Code has Paul Bettany like scourging himself in the back. That's fun. So Da Vinci Code.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I think that Little Miss Sunshine is great. Now, is it an all-time Paul Dano movie like we talked about on Rankum? Probably not for me, but for an overall movie, I think that it's great, and I think like everyone. Every single member of that family has a time to shine. I probably like Alan Arkin's character the best, but I think they all get their moments. So yeah, I'll go Little Miss Sunshine.
Hot damn, Hugh Jackman's gonna have 6 movies in this tournament. Damn, that dude was working. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
He was working.
there.
Yeah, but Steven.
Okay, so I like Little Miss Sunshine a lot, but I wouldn't say it's Best Picture nomination worthy necessarily.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it is a masterpiece when compared to the Da Vinci Code. So I will give it to Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, one of these two films I see that is Little Bit Sunshine, so I'll go Little Bit Sunshine.
Yeah. Jacob.
Why does Ian McKellen look like he's trying to cosplay as Vince McMahon on that poster?
Yeah. He kind of does.
What doesn't?
So that's yeah.
Yeah!
I was like, wait a minute, I got a Vince.
Yeah. But no, the Da Vinci Code is a movie that I haven't gotten to yet, and yeah, I really like Little Miss Sunshine. I think it's a pretty great movie with some really good performances throughout. So yeah, I'll go Little Miss
No question. Was he saying that was Vince McMahon saying that to Donald Trump in that clip? I wonder.
No, he does say it to Donald Trump to his face in another clip.
Okay.
That's a whole different one. There's a great compilation. Look up Vince McMahon, You're Fired compilation. It's one of the greatest things ever.
Nice. But Malcolm, what do you got here?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of clear what's going through now, but based on how the votes have gone, I really do like Little Sunshine. I think it's great, and I do agree with where it ended up on the Paul Dano ranking episode. But yeah, but I'm going to stick with what I was going to do. I was going to be strategic and go to Da Vinci Code because I was hoping there was going to be a 5 which would want to be, but yeah.
Well, it's Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Got Flags of Our Fathers up against
Click.
It would have been funnier if Flags of Our Fathers went up against Letters from Iwo Jima.
I know, yeah.
Maybe it will. We'll see.
I was hoping for it. I'm pretty sure they both. I'm pretty sure they're both on the same side.
Are they? Yeah. Okay, we'll see. So we'll go Jordan first.
So, which one is like them just like reading all the letters? It's probably Letters from Iwo Jima, right? It's not Flags of Our Fathers.
Flags of Our Father is the English language one. Letters from Iwo Jima is the Japanese, mostly Japanese.
Okay, because I just remember one of them being really boring and one of them being like really good. So I don't know, and I can't remember which is which.
I think Flags of Our Fathers is the boring one. I like Iwo Jima a lot.
Yeah, that's probably like what I'm thinking. Yeah, but because I don't remember even like seeing a foreign language one, so I don't know. But Click I actually like. I don't think it's great or anything, but it's a fun little premise. Like when I think about that, like it brings up the kid in me. Like I want a remote that can control time and stuff, you know. But and they go to the way beyond the Bed Bath and Beyond, and about 10 years from now, it's not going to age well because kids will start being like, "What's Bed Bath and Beyond?" They're out of business. So, but yeah, I'll give it to Click. Yeah, because I'm a Sandler guy. But Steven?
This was actually kind of tough because I like Flags of Our Fathers a lot. I actually liked it more than Letters from Iwo Jima personally. But Click is probably one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, actually. It's really funny. It's got, David Hasselhoff is hilarious in it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Click. Actually, usually, if it's between a comedy and a war movie, normally I would probably go with the war movie. But in this case, I'll go with Click. Actually,
yeah. It's Lisa Simpson's first word in The Simpsons. David Hasselhoff. But
actually, I thought it was Daddy.
That's
might
Maggie.
be.
That's Maggie.
Oh yeah, that's Maggie. Yeah. But Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, How Steve Flags Our Fathers is probably the Brian movie, but outside of my favorite actors, I do love Click, especially to see where he had to say goodbye to his father. Father passed away, which gets me emotional at
spoilers.
And it has some good moments, especially when he's in the car trying to tan himself. He turns out to the Hulk, then to the pirate. You got scurvy on you, and he does like Barney or something, all purple. So I'll go with
Is the father Henry Winkler? Is that what?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, but Jacob, what you said?
Yeah, I think I've seen Flags of Our Fathers. If I have, it was just the one time. I don't really remember much. I think I go back to Letters from Iwo Jima more. I really enjoy that one. But yeah, no, I think Click is one of Adam Sandler's better comedies of the 2000s. I think there's a lot of fun to be had here. So I'll go with Click.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, like, I'm also not a big like war movie guy, but I did watch Flags of Our Fathers Falls. I actually did quite enjoy this. And after rewatching Click, it's still just as fun as I remember it. But I do like Flags of Our Father a little bit more. But fun fact: the 10-year-old kid that actor that played Kevin O'Doyle, that was a young Eamon Monaghan who would grow up Cal Kestis in Star Wars Jedi.
Well, do our rules anyways.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Austin.
Yeah, I'll go with Click only because I'm a bigger fan of Iwo Jima. Like out of the two, I just find that story a little more fascinating. And Click is still one of Sandler's better 2000s movies. So I'll go with that.
Yeah, there's a quick little side story. My grandpa actually served in Iwo Jima, and like for his whole life, we'd ask him like, so what did you do in the military? He served in the Navy, and he's like, oh, I was just a cook. I didn't really do much. But then later on, we were at his house, and my mom was like really pressing him. He's like, come on, like you had to have done something more than just cook, you know. And then he like finally opened up, and he had to go over to Iwo Jima after everything happened. So he was on like cleanup. So when he showed up, there were like dead bodies all over the beach, and like he just broke down and he was crying and stuff. I guess it's a pretty like sore subject for him, or like sensitive. So yeah, but it's pretty interesting to learn that before he died. So yeah. But yeah, it's Click.
Yeah.
Click.
I'm not a huge fan of fart jokes, but Click has one of the funniest fart jokes I've ever seen.
Did I have shit for lunch?
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
When he pauses on David Hasselhoff and farts all over.
That is funny, yeah.
Now is that a real Criterion cover or?
I think I'm pretty sure it's a fake one.
It's a fake one, yeah.
There's at least
But
one real there's at least one real Criterion poster in this will change.
All right, Steven, you're first. So Dreamgirls on Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a whole like tournament of just fake Criterion posters, but they're kind of like they only have a unique set. It's not like you can just search
or
for
fake
them.
posters.
You just got to go to like the actual like fake thing and just see which ones pop up. That's all you can do. So, but Steven, what do you say?
So I haven't seen A Scanner Darkly, but I kind of wanted to because it looks like a really cool, animation style. I know Richard Linklater did that before with, was it called Waking Life?
Maybe I don't know.
It's kind of similar to that, but I haven't seen it. It looked like a cool sci-fi story, and it's based on a Philip K. Dick story. And I'm really not a fan of Dreamgirls at all, so I'll go with A Scanner Darkly.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I haven't gone around to see A Scanner Darkly, but I do quite enjoy Dreamgirls. Eddie Murphy is great in the movie, even though he didn't win because of Dormant the year later. But I do quite enjoy Dreamgirls, so I'll go with Dreamgirls.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen A Scanner Darkly, but it's always been a movie that's intrigued me. I'm sure I'll get to it at some point. But yeah, I haven't seen Dreamgirls in a while, but I did enjoy it. The one time I watched it, I think Eddie Murphy gives a really great performance here. So I'll go Dreamgirls.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I wish a lot more people would do this, the rotoscope kind of technique because it's really a unique animation style, which I think
Yeah.
pretty much died out now. I don't think anyone actually does that anymore. But yeah, A Scan of Dark here was is something that I've always been meaning to watch and just never got around to, but I did get around to it with this. And yeah, I think it's a really interesting story and Keanu Reeves and Robert Downey Jr. Winona Ryder are great in this movie. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Dreamgirls. I really am not a big fan of Beyonce as an actress at all. I don't really like her music much either, but I'm gonna go with Scared of Dark.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I told the story before, but on my flight over to England, they played Dreamgirls on the overhead thing. So I watched it there, and then they played the same movie. They played Dreamgirls again on the way back. So I had to watch that movie twice a week, and I don't like that movie at all. I was annoyed. I only watched it because there was nothing else to do. Eddie Murphy's fine in it, but that's about it. So I'm definitely going to Scanner Darkly. I've seen it, and Scanner Darkly has an Alex Jones cameo, so that's something.
Yeah, he's a crazy Alex Jones character. He's like a preacher weird guy.
He's like a guy on the street yelling about Substance D. Yeah, it's like he's with a bullhorn.
So he's playing himself.
He's playing himself with a bullhorn. Yeah, just yelling about a fictional substance, but it's basically him. Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys remember those days where they made everyone on the plane watch the same movie? You couldn't choose; they just put a movie on and you had to watch it.
The whole thing was weird. It was like a movie, and then it was like an episode of 30 Rock, and an episode of some HGTV show, and then like it was just like the weirdest programming, like just the most random things. It was odd.
Now they usually let you choose what you want to watch.
I like that.
Yeah, but yeah. So Dreamgirls to me is one of the most hands down like annoying movies. I am not a Jennifer Hudson fan whatsoever. That song every time that comes like "and I'm telling you" or like whatever that song is, like the most cringy, annoying, stupid song. Oh, I can't stand that song. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of Beyonce as an actress. I mean, I don't mind a few of her songs, but I mean, especially when she sings with Jay-Z, I like that song "Deja Vu" or like Bonnie and Clyde with those two. But Scanner Darkly, I watched for the first time for this, and like it's good, but the animation style is kind of distracting though. I'm like trying to pay attention to what's going on, but the animation I just found really distracting, like to the point where like I was in a hard time following what's even happening. But it's still good, especially Robert Downey Jr. He's great. Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, she's pretty good. So I'll give it to Scanner Darkly.
All right, Scanner Darkly.
Yeah,
I was happy.
Beyonce's only good movie is Goldmember.
Yeah,
You need to watch.
I don't mean
you need to watch Will Smith lip sync that song to Uncle Phil at the end of a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode.
Yeah, he does that.
Great.
I was personally happy when Alan Arkin won over Eddie Murphy.
That brings us to the end of that side.
All right.
Oh, there's no video this time?
Well, hey, the thing is with the videos, is like I try. None of these things have like toys. I try to find like toy commercials like to tie in or something. Like, it's easier to do with older movies. These are like 2006 movies, so unless there's like a fast food tie-in, I don't know. I'll look for one maybe before this.
Dreamgirls fast food tie-in.
Yeah.
I would have started trying to Jackass.
Oh, I'm sure I can find something for Jackass.
Yeah. But looks like Jackass number 2 versus the Good Shepherd. And who's up first?
Brian.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackass number 2 gets my vote. It's my favorite of the Jackass films. I love the opening sequence with the way the bowls, the whole end sequence with the best times is now sequence toward the end. So, and yeah, I have my one trade. It's my 128 for me. So Jackass number 2 gets my vote.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen The Good Shepherd, but that cast has me intrigued. So I'm sure maybe I'll get to it. I say that, maybe not. But Jackass number 2, I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, the opening sequence is really cool. You know what? All these I can't tell you specific segments from the Jackass movies. I just know that I enjoy all of them. And if somebody said, "Hey, do you want to watch a Jackass movie?" I'll say, "Yeah, sure."
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'll go Jackass number 2.
Yeah.
Malcolm, tell us why you love Jackass.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Look, I just don't
your
care about TV series. I've not actually seen the movies. I just don't care about the TV series. Look, one of these days I'll probably watch the Jackass movies. But yeah, I have seen the good. I have seen the Good Shepherd. And I think it's a really intriguing kind of story. Like it's based essentially. I think it was billed as being the birth of the CIA or something like that, and directed by Robert De Niro. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good movie. So I'm going to go with the Good Shepherd.
Yeah. Austin.
Steven, your wish is my command.
I'm Dave England, and this is my big green ball.
Short and sweet to the point. Jackass number 2. I can watch any of these movies at any time, and they're great. I love the Jackass movies, so Jackass number 2.
Could go farther than Harvey sequel turbine.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I haven't seen The Good Shepherd. I haven't seen The Good German. I haven't seen anything with the good word "good" in it.
I haven't seen anything good in this tournament so far,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Except for Jackass number 2.
I've seen The Good Son.
I've seen The Good Son, but it's not from 2006. But yeah, but yeah, I'm a big Jackass fan. Also, like they do the whole where they're sitting on the teeter totter and the bowls like bucking them around. They do one stunt that freaks me out in it, where they tie the string around the guy's tooth and then they attach it to a Lamborghini and floor it out of there, and that always freaks me out. Yeah, they do a lot of pretty fun stuff. So yeah, I'll give it to Jackass. Oh yeah, and also it's the they have Johnny Knoxville's Irvin Zisman character walking around with the saggy balls hanging out of his shorts, and I'm a big fan of that character. So yeah.
I thought you were just
Jackass.
saggy balls. I was like, oh, where is this going?
Yeah. But Steven. Yeah. That's when you want to go the other way. Yeah, but Steven.
That's when the Viagra wears off.
Yeah.
So I actually have never seen the TV show Jackass, but I've seen a couple of the movies and I do enjoy them. But The Good Shepherd's in my top 5 for 2006. I think I'd like to see De Niro direct more because the 2 movies he's directed, I think both are excellent. And I think this is actually one of Matt Damon's best performances because the transformation he goes through as the movie goes on from, by the end, he's like this really cold guy. I think Damon is phenomenal in the movie. So even though it's clearly not going through, I'm going to go with The Good Shepherd.
It has your last name too, Shepard.
Yeah,
spelled differently though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
All right, Jackass number 2 takes it, guys. We have 4 votes. We can take this thing all the way to the finish if we want to. Come on.
Well, for 2006, sure.
Depends on the next matchup.
Yeah, why not? Just for a part 1? Come on, guys.
It depends on the next matchup.
All right, we'll see. What's it up against? Oh, come on. The Sentinel is whatever.
What?
The Fountain is weird.
The Fountain.
It's weird. Aronofsky. Come on. Yeah.
The third huge.
Jackass could make a connection now.
Yeah, the third of 6 Hugh Jackman movies from 2006.
Yeah. So,
Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. Yeah, and I'm gonna go. So I'll go with The Fountain because it's got Hugh Jackman in it. But yeah, I don't really know much about it. I'm looking at the cast, and the cast is Hugh Jackman, Rachel Weisz, Cliff Curtis. So I'll get to it eventually. I'm trying to complete that Hugh Jackman filmography. So yeah.
Well, get ready for for a snooze fest on the fountain. I'll just tell you
I
that.
disagree, but we'll get there.
Okay, yeah. I hate this movie, but
Hey, it's on
Malcolm.
YouTube for free.
Hey,
So we know it's not a Jordan movie.
Nope. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the fountain is boring. It's like for me, it's just fine. Like I liked it enough, but I actually watched the seasonal for this, and I think it's a really interesting movie, and I actually quite liked it. So I'm gonna go to Sentinel.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, the Sentinel's okay. I that's another one I haven't seen since then that actually might rewatch. But yeah, I rewatched The Fountain fairly recently when me and Henry ranked Aronofsky. It had been a while since I watched it, and like, yeah, it's a trippy, weird movie, and yeah, you probably won't get it all. Originally, it kind of bounces between 3 different time periods with Hugh Jackman, but I think it's visually really interesting, and there's a lot to chew on. And the Clint Mansell score for that movie is awesome. I listen to it all the time. It's really, really good. So I would actually use that as an introduction to the movie and then jump into it. Like, it's really, really good. So I'll go with The Fountain.
Yeah, this one's not a good matchup for me because yeah, The Fountain just bored me. I'm not a big fan of most Darren Aronofsky movies, to be honest, except The Wrestler. The Wrestler is freaking great, yeah, and I've never seen The Sentinel, but I mean, Michael Douglas and Kiefer Sutherland, sure, why not? So I'll go with this.
And we know what Steven's going to vote for.
Yeah,
his boy.
I don't love The Sentinel as much as you would think.
But it's Kiefer. Come on.
Yeah.
Your actor.
It's your boy.
Okay. Here's The Sentinel is decent. It's not a great movie, but it's not bad. It's decent. But when I was watching it, I couldn't help but think that how much better it would have been if it were from the writers of 24, which, by the way, in a later season, they kind of did do something similar with having, moles in the Secret Service, kind of storyline. As for The Fountain, I think The Fountain is a little bit of a mixed bag. There's some cool stuff in it, and there's some really silly, hokey stuff in it. Overall, I'm much more likely to rewatch The Sentinel than The Fountain, even though I do kind of want to give The Fountain another chance. So I will go just slightly for The Sentinel.
Yeah. Brian.
I have to ear these, so I'll do logic, which one I watch first. I'll go with The Sentinel.
Yeah. I think it's The Sentinel.
Sentinel. It's The Sentinel. So
Yeah.
Jacob will just have to go off of my brief recommendation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I promise that you won't understand what's going on for most of the time, but it's visually interesting.
Yeah, that's my thing. All right, so it'll be
Moneyball wins, and we move on. All right.
Yep, we just move on.
Yeah.
I like Hostel.
No, you
Yeah, just sad Eli Roth.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, Steven.
Yeah, I do. I would take Hostel over a lot of the Saw sequels.
Saw at least has a story and procedural shit and like interesting characters. Hostel is literally just torture. It's
torture porn.
Even I don't like it.
Hostel has real actual tension because when he's trying to escape.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Do you love when she has to cut her eyeball out? That's really fucking fun, right?
When you have to take the little clippers and
gross.
clip the Achilles heel,
Yeah, that's gross.
but I'm just sad that Eli Roth is directing Thanksgiving because that could have been really cool, and I think it's not going to be because I don't like him as a director.
Well, it's his thing. Why would he not direct it?
Project.
Because I don't know. I just wish someone else would. But
he did the original trailer. Why would he not direct the actual movie of the Grindhouse trailer?
I know, but
that wouldn't make any sense. It's his thing. That'd be like Robert Rodriguez not directing Machete.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes people pass off their stuff, but
Malcolm.
I think it's going to be Clerks 2 in a landslide.
We'll see.
I mean, look, I've actually really enjoyed The Lake House. I watched it for the first time for this. It's one that I thought I'd seen before, but I must have seen clips of it on TV once and just forgot about it. But yeah, I think it's a really interesting premise with them sending letters back and forth through time. An interesting kind of thing for a romantic comedy, but ultimately, I do really enjoy Clerks 2. And yeah, so I'm gonna go Clerks 2 here.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, no, Lake House is okay. I don't hate it. It's fine for what it is. You know, a little speed reunion there with Keanu and Sandra. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, I love Clerks too. That's my second favorite, like Kevin Smith movie. And I even think there's a nice story there, like at the heart of it, with you know, their friendship and kind of themes of, you know, growing up and moving on and things like that. And there's some really funny stuff too. I just think it's a nice balance. So one of his better written movies. So I'll say Clerks too.
Yeah, Lake House is not good, I don't think. I mean, it's not like the worst movie of all time by any means, but it's just is boring to me. I don't know. It is a time travel movie of sorts, kind of, but with the letters that they're passing. But Clerks 2 is great. Like, it's the one Clerks movie that I can say that I love. Like, I think this movie is so good. I think the other two are good. So I can say that I like them, but this one I love it. I think it's great. So I'll go Clerks 2. Steven.
I like both of these movies a lot, but I think The Lake House is super underrated, and I like almost anything that involves time travel of sorts. I mean, this isn't exactly time travel, but it's time travel adjacent.
Yeah.
So and I also think Keanu Reeves gives one of his best performances actually in this. You know, the scene when he breaks down after his father dies. I thought that was a good moment. So I'm going with The Lake House.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lake House. The only thing I heard of this film was that Family Guy thing where three go to watch the Lake House. That actually to Lake House, but I do I do quite enjoy Clerks 2 a lot. So I'm going Clerks 2.
Yeah. And Jacob.
Yeah, Clerks 2 is still a blind spot. I've seen the first one, want to see the second one. I think, yeah.
How far are you? Like, how are you on your Kevin Smith filmography, Jacob? Like, have you dug into it at all? Like his stuff.
I think I got like 4 or 5 that I've seen.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I've seen Mallrats, I've seen Clerks, I've seen Dogma, I've seen Chasing Amy, and I've seen half of Tusk.
Jam Bob Strike Back.
I haven't seen that one yet. So
that's the best. That was the funniest. Oh, it's great.
My favorite.
It's the best. So funny. Yeah.
But yeah, again, this is the logic. If both of these were in front of me, which one would I choose to watch? I'd probably choose Clerks 2.
Yeah.
All right, Clerks 2.
And there's a new box set coming out for the Clerks movie that just came out.
And fun fact, I actually just found out like 5 seconds ago. Lake House is actually a remake of a South Korean movie called The Sea.
Interesting.
No! Shit. We finally have a good match. Oh shit! Yeah, I know, dogs. It's crazy, right? We finally have a decent match from 2006. That I don't know what to pick.
It's the Borat Criterion edition, you know. So.
Yeah. Shit. No, and I gotta go first. Oh damn. Yeah, because I like Rocky Balboa a lot. Yeah, that's shit. The Borat's awesome too. Really funny. Oh god damn it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I gotta hit the music for myself.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Ask me tomorrow and I'll change my vote, but I'll say Borat for now. But shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only seen Rocky Balboa like once or twice. I think twice probably, but like it's really good. But of all the Rocky movies, it's one that I've seen the least. But funny enough, it might be the most quotable one with like the inspirational quotes and all that stuff. Like if you look up quotes, there's like a lot of them from Rocky Balboa. But if you look up Rocky quotes, but just because it's the one that I've seen the least, though, I'll probably go with the Borat because Borat it's just so good, it's so funny. Like this is one of the movies where I got some like really hard laughs that are unexpected. So yeah. Borat. Steven.
I'll go with Rocky Balboa, even though Borat does have does have a scene that's probably the loudest, one of the loudest I've ever laughed when, the guy's chasing him naked around.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did see somebody cosplaying as Borat in the swimsuit at a convention once. That little string swimsuit. They let him in like that. So, but Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, first off, RIP to Bird Young, who passed away a few months ago. Paulie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Borat gets my votes. Very cool. You would never get this. You would never get the neighbor just touched you up. He must get your vest. I must get a vest. Very success. So yeah, Borat gets my vote. Even his reaction to his wife passing away. Your wife passed away. High five. Borat.
Yeah. Also, shout out to my sister tuning in, Emily. What's up? He says you guys are awesome. She'd vote for Rocky Balboa. Yeah, right. Rocky's awesome. So yeah, she's been on once or twice. But thanks for tuning in. But Jacob.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup, and even though I've had all this time, I'm still not sure because I just recently watched Rocky Balboa for the first time earlier this year. We did an episode on the Rocky franchise, so if you want to hear my full thoughts, go watch that episode of a podcast about movies. And I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, oh, it's the sixth movie in the franchise. It's gonna be whatever. But no, I really enjoyed the story here. I really enjoyed Sylvester Stallone's performance. My biggest nitpick is the nickname, Mason the Line Dixon.
Yeah, that is.
Let's get a little better with the writing there.
Yeah,
but I think I am going to go with Borat. I think it's one of the funnier movies that I've seen. I think it's got so many quotes. I don't think I've laughed harder at scenes than I have in Borat. So.
Borat might finally have a chance to win one of these tournaments here. That might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. It's come close. Malcolm.
It's just unfortunate that it's on the same side as Jackass, right?
I know.
Woo! Yeah, that'll be a tough one. We'll see.
I see those two go up against each other. Yeah,
they could.
This is actually pretty tough for me too because even though I've had all this time, I still don't really know because I just like Jacob. I also watched all the Rocky movies for the first time this year. You can hear my full thoughts on our ranking movies. So we ranked all the Rocky movies.
Yes.
Hey, we do plugs at the end of the show, Malcolm.
Yes. That shit for later.
Shameless plug.
Save that shit for later when we're plugging our Paul Giamatti episode of a podcast about movies 2 weeks from now. All right? Listen. I know you got to it first, but we're going to do it too, God damn it. We decided it weeks ago. Rip off our ideas. How dare you?
But yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to go for it. I did rewatch it for this night. I still got a lot of laughs out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
A clean sweep for Borat.
A great success.
Actually, no. I voted for Rocky Balboa.
No, you didn't. You voted for Borat.
A great success.
Yeah.
It always makes you wonder if Pamela Anderson knew exactly what he was planning on doing.
Right,
she knew.
Anyone going to vote Shaggy Dog over the Prestige?
Oh, hell no.
No. Are all the Hugh Jackman movies just going to be on this?
God, all the Hugh Jackman movies are here. Yeah.
I was hoping for
a
Prestige versus Illusion.
I
guess that would happen.
Yeah, I mean,
we can talk about it.
This whole matchup is like,
yeah, definitely.
Curious George has a fantastic. Curious George is a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah. That'd be the one and only reason why I would vote for it because that Jack Johnson soundtrack is great.
Always good when talking about the movie and when what you talk about is the soundtrack. Yeah, the first.
It's always more fun to share with every.
It's kind of like how all the people when they came out of the Marvels were just talking about the post-credit scene. That's always a good sign.
Yeah,
For
yeah. It wasn't really anything good, but that post-credit scene was great.
Oh man, that post-credit scene. Hey, how about the other 100 minutes of that movie?
And actually, if you think about it, the post-credit scene wasn't even all that great. It was just cool what it was.
Anyways,
yeah.
Jordan, I guess. I don't know where this is gonna go.
Reverse?
I don't know. We'll just go quick. Go quick. Just vote for something. I don't know.
Well, if it was the first Grudge, I would vote for it. But the second one, I don't even know why they did a sequel. So I'll go with Here's George. Yeah. Which I did see in theaters. So, yeah. Steven.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen either of these movies. But I have some nostalgia for Curious George because I did watch that as a kid. So I'll go with Curious George.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I'll go with Curious George as well.
Okay. Yeah. Jacob.
I actually like Curious George. I think it's a good movie with a good soundtrack. I think Will Ferrell does a great voice performance. So. Yeah, I'm gonna go Curious George.
One of 3 Will Ferrell movies in the 2006 tournament.
Man, I'm gonna listen to the soundtrack now. That song "Upside Down," that one's great too.
Upside Down is really
good. Yeah, but Malcolm.
Yeah. Funny enough, I actually disagree with the soundtrack. I really don't like Jake Johnson's.
Oh, yeah, like he's sort of like a certain like what do you want to say that like a niche, like if you're into like a chill vibe kind of music.
But yeah, I mean, I actually watched Curious George for this, and I think it's a fun movie. Like it's an inoffensive kids movie, and I really like puns. So show me the monkey, Curious George.
Yeah,
Frank Walker's Curious George.
By default, I'll go Curious George because I don't like American J horror movies. Yeah,
for me it depends, but yeah.
Why do you remake The Grudge and put her in Japan? That's stupid.
Hey, Rob Slayer.
That's pointless. Yeah. Okay, that's not that hard. Steven.
I wasn't as big a fan of Idiocracy as a lot of people are. It has its moments, but it is really, really silly. I don't think it's great either, but I'll give it a slight vote to the Benchwarmers. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
I'm going to Benchwarmers as well. If you want to hear more of my thoughts of it, watch the countdown with me and Pez on Watch
Well,
yeah. More shameless plugs.
Well, these are past plugs, not really future plugs, Jacob.
Exactly.
But, these are like archive plugs. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Jacob.
Yeah, you could have heard my thoughts on the Benchwarmers on that episode of Rankum if I woke up on time and didn't put the time, remember the wrong time. I think I've seen bits and pieces of Idiocracy. I don't think I've seen it the whole way through. But yeah, no, I enjoy the Benchwarmers. I think it's it's a good time. You can put it on in the background. I don't think there's anything. It's not like the funniest movie, but it's fine. I'll go with the Benchwarmers.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Funny enough, everything Jacob said but reversed. I think I've seen bits and pieces of the Benchwarmers. I know I've seen it at least once. I just don't remember it a lot. But yeah, I love Idiocracy. I think it's a lot of fun, and yeah, we're essentially in the future now with the way the world's going. So Idiocracy.
Slowly getting there. Yeah, but awesome.
Yeah, I don't hate the Benchwarmers. I think it's a decent little movie. We talked about it on that Rob Schneider episode. It's all right, but it's up against Idiocracy, which I think is a better comedy, and I think it's a more clever comedy, better written. Some really fun concepts and whatnot. So I'll go Idiocracy.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, out of these two, I've seen the Benchwarmers more, and I think that it's fine. I think Rob Schneider is decent, or even David Spade. Like, that's amazing, or even John Lovitz, like
Gus Bus.
Yeah, Gus Bus. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, but or John Lovitz just running around a freaking Batmobile when he's like tries to peel out, but he goes over the little cement barrier. He's like, I have yet to perfect the peel out. But I mean, Idiocracy I've only seen once or twice, but I do think that it's better. And I like Luke Wilson in it. It's one of the better Luke Wilson movies. And like Maya Rudolph, Terry Crews is like President, like whatever his long name
Camacho,
is.
Mountain Dew Camacho, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Camacho, yeah. And then Dax Shepard, like they're all fun. So I'll give it to Idiocracy. I'm a big Mike Judge fan, so yeah, Idiocracy.
All right, we got a tie, and then it goes up to Malcolm.
Yeah, it's going to be Idiocracy.
All right.
That almost went a different way than I was expecting.
Yeah, the first three votes were Benchwarmers. I was like, where's this going? Oh, my God. Okay.
Pass to Walk Hard.
All right, so Walk Hard moves on.
Walk Hard from the Rise of Taj. Yeah, that
Rise of Taj has a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. 9.
It's not a good movie. We'll talk about the better Van Wilder movie when we get to the Ryan Reynolds tournament. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the sequel.
Oh no, this matchup. Oh,
This is an easy one for me.
Have you seen Half Nelson, which I don't think a lot of people have? I watched it for this.
I thought a little bit sunshine post.
All right, Brian, you're first.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these, but I'll do the Jacob Barber logic. Which should I watch first? I'll go with Brick.
Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because I've heard about both these movies. I haven't seen either of them. I know JPO's talked Brick up quite a bit, and then Have Nelson. I think I've heard pretty decent things. I think the cast there is really good too. I'll go with Brick.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I have to give it all credit to JPO. If it wasn't for him, I would have forgotten all about Brick and not put it in this tournament because me, Austin, and JPO were touring off here about after one of the other things. And like we were touring, he mentioned Brick and it should be here. It's like I looked at the list like it's not there for whatever reason, so I moved something out and put it in. And I do like Half Nelson. I think Ryan Gosling is great in it, but I think Brick is really underrated. Like no one talks about it much at all, and I think Emily D. Raven is also really good in this movie. So I'm going to go Brick here.
Whatever you looked at may not have listed it as a 2006 movie because it had a festival release in 2005. But it had
I mean, I didn't even have it in the 2005 list, so I don't know why it didn't show up for me at all.
The freaking release dates. Why can't they just have one like universal release date listed online? Because it makes it a pain when I'm looking at like what movies should be included in it.
Half Nelson is on
but you should check it out. But Austin.
Yeah, I haven't seen Half Nelson. That was one I missed back then, but I have seen Brick, and me and JPO talked about this movie. Yeah, it's really good early, kind of when Joseph Gordon-Levitt was getting back into acting. It was like this and The Lookout, like a couple of good movies, little indie movies that he did that kind of got him back in the game. And it's a really good early Ryan Johnson movie, so I recommend I'll go Brick.
The Lookout is good.
Yeah, Lookout's good also.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so I watched Half Nelson for this, and oh my gosh, like I was like stunned, like how good this movie is. This movie is incredible. I mean, I'm actually surprised. Like maybe it was too like underseen or something, but how it wasn't nominated for an Oscar because it's literally that good. Like it has, in my opinion, has best picture potential because essentially Ryan Gosling's playing a school teacher, but he's also he's addicted to crack cocaine, and he gets caught by one of the students doing it. But he teaches middle school, but like it's kind of like in a way where like he just loves teaching, and the kids are what kind of snap him out of it, and they kind of make him want to just be a better person, and he wants to help these kids, and he wants to be better, but. But the cinematography is great, just the way that it's shot. And then Anthony Mackie's in it. He's really good, too. They have some really cool scenes where you think it's going to go one way, and it goes in a totally different way that's, like, really cool. And like, yeah, it just works, like on every level for me. And for much as I love Brick, I'll give it to Half Nelson. But I'm pretty sure most people hadn't probably hadn't seen it, but yeah, it is really good. I would highly recommend it. So.
I mean, Howell also nominated for Best Actor for Ryan Gosling, so.
Oh, he was? Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, he should be, but Steven.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of Brick. I actually thought the movie comes across as kind of like a high school level production of the 1940s film noir kind of story. I like Ryan Johnson as a director, but I did not care for this one. And Half Nelson is really good, so I would have gone pretty easily with Half Nelson.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Brick.
Be Brick, yeah. But go see Half Nelson. Like, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those ones like, especially if this is the Oscars, like, they only had like 5 movies best picture, so I think it was like hard.
Yeah, there just wasn't on that many spaces. Yeah.
You, Me, and Dupree up against Santa Claus 3.
All right. Who's first now?
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob.
I have seen You, Me, and Dupree one time, and that is probably where I will end that. I have felt no desire to go back and rewatch You, Me, and Dupree. The Santa Claus 3, it's not great, but do I watch the trilogy every Christmas season? Yes, I do. So I'll go with the Santa Claus 3.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah. So, I think You, Me, and Dupree is fine. Like, it's well, yeah. I'm not saying it's the best movie of the year because it's really not. But I think it's decent. I have a few laughs in it, but yeah, and I also like I do actually enjoy all the Santa Claus movies to varying extents, and I think Santa Claus 3 is decent, and I'm actually really enjoying how season 2 of the Santa Claus has started. I think it's.
Oh yeah, that already dropped. I gotta go watch that.
For episode.
So
I know what I'm doing after this.
I'm also going to go Santa Claus 3 because we're in the season.
I'm excited. I forgot, but Austin.
Wait a minute. You, Me, and Dupree was directed by the Russos?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, this was what they directed before anything in the MCU. This is their one movie under their belt.
I mean, they're the community for a few episodes, so
yeah,
well.
Yeah. They directed You, Me, and Dupree. Yeah, you remember all those great action scenes in You, Me, and Dupree? Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah, so many. Yeah.
Was it Captain America: The Winter Soldier the first one they did?
Yeah.
And that one was great.
Yeah,
the action scenes in that movie were great.
But coming back to this match,
I think I can smell shite. Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Where's that lady? Looked like a female version of Simon Pegg to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, both these movies suck. You, Me, and Dupree's not a good comedy. I don't know how the Russos managed to just get Winter Soldier out of this damn movie because, man, I guess the biggest luck in the world. Yeah, and I like the first 2 Santa Claus movies. This movie's not good. The third one's not good. But I'm more likely to go back and watch it just, because it's a Christmas movie, even though I won't go out of my way to do so. But yeah, I'll say Santa Claus 3 by default.
Yeah. Actually, kind of like You, Me, and Dupree. It's a guilty pleasure. Like I don't love it, but I think that it's a good Owen Wilson movie and Matt Dillon and what's her face?
Kate Hudson.
Yeah, Kate Hudson. Yeah, I think that that's fun. There's some fun to be had. It's like one of those movies where you kind of cringe because it's like everything goes wrong for Owen Wilson's character constantly. So it's like one of those movies, but and I just don't like the Santa Claus 3. I love the first one. That's like one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. Second one is good. Third one's just fine to like bad kind of. So I'll vote for You, Me, and Dupree. But Steven, did you vote?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only Santa Claus movie I saw was the first one. I don't think I've seen any. I do want to see the second one because that's the one that introduces Elizabeth Mitchell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, Elizabeth Mitchell in the second Santa Claus movie. God damn, do I have a thing for her in that movie as the principal? Holy shit, she's so sexy in that movie. My God.
I mean, Elizabeth Mitchell was still quite hot.
Oh no,
Like-
she is still. I just mean like in that movie in particular. Jesus Christ, she is super hot in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Well.
The
Yeah.
third movie just looked horrible from the trailers.
Yeah.
Um,
Even Martin Short couldn't save it.
So You Mean Dupree, I've only seen it once when it was in theaters. It's an okay movie, kind of forgettable but enjoyable enough. So I'll go for the Russo brothers. You Mean Dupree.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, the Santa Claus series I do enjoy is like the first two. The third one is okay. They did bring back Dave Crumholz for some weird reason, although what his contract was. But I do quite enjoy some moments of it, so I'll go Santa Claus 3.
Yeah, maybe he could have saved it to bring David Crumholz back. I don't know.
Santa Claus 3. Thank God I didn't have to waste my tiebreaker on that match. Oh
Yeah.
God, no. Don't waste it on that one.
Please, yeah.
Hey, I wasn't thrilled about my tiebreaker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we've got Final Destination 3 up against Fast and the Furious.
Ooh, 3 versus 3. All right.
I like it.
All right.
That's a Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. That is the goofiest.
It's a fake Criterion post.
What the fuck? All right.
It looks like a 3-year-old made it. But anyways, who's up first?
Malcolm.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wish that they had explained why they decided to do it the way they did. Maybe they wanted to try and make it kind of the way you would kind of see movie posters in Japan. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I do like Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm a big Final Destination fan, and I really do like the third one. So I'm gonna go Final Destination 3.
Yeah. Austin.
So this one, I just have to look at my franchise rankings. So Final Destination 3 is my third favorite Final Destination movie. I like 1 and 5 more. And then Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift is my second favorite Fast and Furious movie. This movie's awesome. Love it. I think it's great. It doesn't have Vin Diesel. Same with my first favorite Fast and Furious movie, Too Fast, Too Furious. Both of them have a lack of Vin Diesel, and it kind of helps the movie have a little more fun and take itself not as seriously. I love Tokyo Drift, so I'm going to go Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's kind of interesting. I mean, probably I gotta go Tokyo Drift. And actually, the more that I think about it, Tokyo Drift's actually near the top of my Fast and Furious rankings. It's like maybe like my second or third favorite one. I think it's really, really good. I love the cast. I think Sung Kang's one of my favorite as like Han, like one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise. I actually like Lucas Black in it. And I think Bow Wow is good for this movie. I'm glad he didn't continue because I think he wouldn't fit like besides this movie, but he fits in this movie to me. But and yeah, like Brian T as the villain who also famously played Shredder in I think TMNT 2, I think. But and yeah, so I'll go with Tokyo Drift because I think Final Destination is probably my least favorite out of all of them. So yeah, but Steven.
Final Destination 3 is your least favorite, even with the Final Destination.
The Final Destination is the worst.
Yeah,
the worst.
Yeah. I mean, it's a toss-up between those two. I mean, I don't love the roller coaster scene or any of that.
I love the roller coaster scene, and also wasn't this the first one in 3D?
Maybe.
Oh wait, maybe that was the fourth one.
That's Final Destination, I think.
No,
I don't remember.
I think that might have been
but
done,
anyway,
yeah.
Well, either way, I'm still gonna go with Final Destination 3. Tokyo Drift. I think Tokyo Drift is okay, but it's one of my least favorite of the franchise, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where like the more and more that I watch other Fast and Furious, I started to like it more. It like grew on me.
Exactly. Go watch the ridiculous nature of these later ones, and then go back and appreciate the simplicity of Too Fast, Too Furious, and Tokyo Drift. You'll have a much better appreciation for them. Keep telling people that.
Just like
I
the
mean,
Star Wars
maybe I would
prequels, they
rank
did the same thing for me.
I would probably rank it ahead of Fast 10 and Fate of the Furious, but I'm I really enjoyed F9.
Not me. Like go to space? No thanks.
No, I prefer movies where they use their racing, to get the job done. Like in these, like in this movie, like their actual skills, not astronauts. Yeah, I appreciate when they're actually racing.
Well, they're actually going fast and furious. Actually doing
The space scene in F9 is hilarious.
And ridiculous. But anyways,
of course it's ridiculous.
Anyway, you can hear more of our thoughts on Fast Furious, because I think Austin and Dean were both on the episode rank.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
But else was on the episode. It's sad to hear someone else.
Yeah. But Brian,
I'm not a big fan of this nation person, but I do quite enjoy Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift a lot. So I'm going Fast and Furious.
Jacob, what do you say?
Yeah, I think Final Destination 3 has its moments, but as a movie, I enjoy Tokyo Drift a lot more. So I'll go Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
All right, Drift.
Tokyo
Drift. What's Drift?
Drift, baby. Yeah.
Mission Impossible 3 up against.
What the hell is Stick It? MI3 wins.
Finally, a movie that's in my top 10 is on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stick It is a gymnastics movie with Missy Peregrine. She's from.
Cool. It's a must skip for me. All right, sounds good. Mission Impossible rules. So, anyways,
can we skip this matchup? Ugh.
Is it Stick It with Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges gymnastics movie.
Yeah, I thought that was.
Bridges doing gymnastics in that movie? That's weird.
Well, I don't know if he's doing gymnastics, but I think he's a gymnastics.
Yeah, he's a little too old for that. No?
He's the
coach. All right, I guess we'll vote on this one. I haven't seen either one because I'd have no interest in the Queen whatsoever ever in my life while I watched that movie, and I didn't see Open Season continuing our mediocre animated 2006 movies. Open Season because it's not a period piece movie.
Pass on this whole match. I do not care about the Queen either. I will never see it. I recognize Meryl Streep's talent, but her
it's not Meryl Streep, it's Helen Mirren.
Oh, that's even worse then for me. Then forget that, because they're two old ladies that look exactly the same to me. So that's even worse because I don't like Helen Mirren even that much more compared to Meryl Streep. And Open Season was just fine. I mean, I'll give it to it. It's Ashton Kutcher, but it's fine. Steven.
I honestly do not remember at all if I've seen Open Season or not. I haven't seen The Queen, but I do love Helen Mirren. This is the movie that she won the Oscar for, so I'll go with The Queen.
You got to tell me that picture doesn't look like just like Meryl Streep. Like, I don't know. It looks
like Helen Mirren.
Yeah. Looks like both of them, exactly like them. But anyways, Brian.
Yeah, well, Changes Open Season got four directed to video sequels after the first one, like most of the picture sequels do. I haven't seen The Queen, but I do quite enjoy Open Season. Plus, it has Gary Sinise in it.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, you go.
Haven't seen The Queen. Open Season is fine. It's not an animated movie I'm rushing back to see, but I think it's got some moments. So I'll go Open Season.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, The Queen is actually in my top 10 movies of 2006. I really enjoy it. And it's one of those ones, like, even though it's a period piece, it doesn't go back like over her whole career. It's specifically doing the whole Princess Diana like thing just in that period of time in the 90s. But yeah, and I think it's quite and I think Helen Mirren deserved the Oscar for it. Like, there's a reason they keep on getting her back to play the Queen, like on board on when they did the Broadway show. Also somewhat related to that same thing as well. So I'm going to go the Queen here.
They're not the same.
That looks so similar,
That's
even
Margaret
right there
Thatcher,
to
I
me.
think.
Look,
No, yeah, I know. That's the closest role I could see to like the Queen is like another British person, British lady, but that's not the same at all. They don't look alike at all.
but that's not Meryl Streep, though.
That is Meryl Streep.
That is Meryl Streep that I just put on the screen.
That's Meryl Streep. That's like a young one, a young Meryl Streep.
No, this is like 10 years ago, Meryl Streep. What are you talking about? This is
She
from the
dyed her
Iron
hair
Lady.
brown.
Like,
she has gray hair.
this is 2011. She's playing Margaret Thatcher in 2011. Like,
Well,
this
bring
is,
up one where she has gray hair. Then
She won the Oscar for this too.
yeah.
That was like,
You're
think
not
that
going to
was
look
like-
similar with that hair. Of course not.
Anyway, everyone's voted, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's open season.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'll find one.
One old lady looks like another old lady. I'm sorry.
All right. Give me a
Old
second.
people.
All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, we get all ladies on the same.
Go back up, Malcolm. That don't look like Helen Mirren.
Well, that's like a stylized one. I don't know.
It's Meryl Streep from like pretty recently. Yeah.
No, that's not recent. That's Devil Wears Prada. That's not that. That's even.
It's the same year. This is the same year though, as the Queen. So that's even better. That's even
Same
better.
year, yeah, but I still think that they look pretty similar. But if you bring up one of her just like at the Oscars or some just a normal picture of
That's 2006, the exact same year. Yeah, I didn't get much better than that. I went exactly by your criteria. Gray hair, Meryl Streep from the same year. There you go.
I don't know. One old gray haired lady looks like the rest of them to me. So, but
you almost see more than does he look old men to you?
no, an old lady. I'm not talking about Steve. But Letter from Iwo Jima versus No Country for Old Men.
All right. So two Best Picture nominees, right? Yeah.
Well, one's a Best Picture winner.
Right, I know, but I mean,
Well, I
just
mean,
two.
yeah, I think,
yeah, different years, but two Best Picture.
Yeah,
we're on the panel where everyone likes to correct each other tonight. Technically, no, Best Picture winner. But anyways,
we don't like to correct each other. That's wrong.
No,
Yeah.
I completely disagree with your notion that we like to correct each other.
Okay, but who's first here?
You. I'm waiting for
Me?
you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like Flag from Our Fathers, Iwo Jima. There's another two that run together for me. Like it just, I don't know. They're kind of the same story. So let's go. No Country for Old Men. Steven.
I haven't seen Letters from Iwo Jima since the theaters, and I remember thinking it was kind of boring, to be honest. So No Country for Old Men pretty easily.
Yeah. Brian.
I'm sorry, Chris Scott, but No Country for Old Men rules. However, that deserved the Oscar that year and deserved the Best Picture winner. So No Country for Old Men gets my vote.
Yeah. One of the best villains of all time. But
agreed.
With Anton Chigurh, yeah. But Jacob.
Never be sorry for appreciating good cinema. Never be sorry. This one's interesting because I really enjoyed. Enjoy is a weird word, but I thought Letters from Iwo Jima was a really good movie. Yeah, if it was going up against almost anything else, I'd probably give it a vote. But yeah, No Country for Old Men just features an all-time performance from Javier Bardem. So, I wish Letters from Iwo Jima could move on, but it just unfortunately went up against a powerhouse. So I'm gonna go with No Country for Old Men.
Damn, why couldn't Letters from Iwo Jima go up against like Curious George or some shit or Open Season
Or the Queen,
or something like that?
Yeah. But Malcolm.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen Letters from Iwo Jima. It was the one that would have probably got to if I had more time. Yeah, I love No Country for Old Men. I think it's great. So I'm going to go No Country for Old Men.
Yeah. Austin.
I would have been the one to send a vote for Iwo Jima just because I really think that movie's really underrated and great. And there's a sequence in that movie with guys committing suicide with grenades. It's one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in a movie, and it's really it freaks me out. Yeah, I would have given a vote for that. But No Country.
Yeah, I still haven't just figured out what it is with Japan and suicide. They have a thing about it.
Well, during World War II, they would rather have committed suicide or died in battle than being taken as prisoner. That was their motto under the Emperor. The guy's name Hirohito or whatever.
Children of men up in the pink panther.
Shit.
Children of men. Let's just go with that.
I know, but I hate Children of Men. But even I would vote for Children of Men.
I find boring.
Yeah. Not Pink Panther 2, but
it's a better made movie than Pink Panther, so whatever. All right.
Okay, there's 2 movies now that are out here on my top 10.
Which one?
The Pink Panther.
Children of Men, I think, is unlike Austin. I think Children of Men is fantastic.
I
find it boring.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
I'm right in the middle of you two. I think it's good.
So part 2 will have the whole.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I actually think the first Pink Panther itself is pretty good. So,
I agree.
I still would have gone.
Malcolm, I didn't play our intro to the speed round yet.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
There we go. Now we can go. Now we can go speed round time. All right, we're making good time.
Yeah, one of these days I gotta send you also got a clip for Speed 2 that's from Talladega Nights. We're like, who likes to go fast? I like to go fast.
All right. Well, let's get it going. Let's get it cranking. Let's get to a finish. Well, first off, this will be the round where we determine which ones survive till Friday. This will be the votes for the Sweet 16. So all these that go to that, we'll see again on Friday. So, Steven, you'll be up first. So 3 Gridiron Gang.
You guys writing them down? I'm just making sure.
Malcolm will write them down. I'm sure
I'll be yeah.
Take care of it.
Okay.
He's got
to make that bracket, so I'm sure he's got it under control. Yeah. All right, Steven?
I said Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang. All right, Brian?
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang. Jacob?
Gridiron Gang.
All right, Malcolm?
Gridiron Gang.
I would have gone Saw 3.
And I don't really care. Gridiron Gang, sure.
All right, Gridiron Gang.
I will say it was very close together for me. So.
All right.
The breakup up against Ice Age, the Meltdown. So the breakup.
Pass. I probably should still vote on this one, Brian.
Yeah, breakup.
Breakup. Jacob.
The breakup.
Breakup. Malcolm.
The breakup.
Yeah, I'll go the breakup.
I'll also go the breakup.
And Steven.
Breakup.
I didn't know for sure because Brian and Jacob are both animated guys, so I never know.
All my favorites here, so
I gotta ask. All right.
Yeah, some of these movies that are being the championship will be kind of weird.
Yeah, well, we said up front, 2006 not the overall greatest year for movies ever. But,
Gridiron Gang and the breakup so far.
what a banger of a match. Yeah.
Yeah, we're off with the
I think the other side will have stronger movies. Yeah, overall, we'll see. All right, Nacho Libre, lucky number 11. Jacob.
Nacho Libre.
Malcolm.
Lucky number 11.
I'll go lucky number 11.
I'll go with Nacho. Steven.
Lucky number 11.
All right, and Brian.
Right.
Where's your rope? A was sweaty. Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
All right, it's a tie to me. Get that Nacho bullshit out of here. Lucky number 7.
Oh, that's sad. Right. You've never seen Slevin, or have you? I think you said you didn't.
I actually own it. I haven't watched it yet.
I mean, he's seen Nacho Libre.
I hate Nacho. I don't like Nacho Libre. I'm not vote for it.
Yeah.
Miss Potter, Glory Road. Malcolm.
Miss Potter.
Glory Road. Jordan.
I'll go Glory Road. Steven.
Sure, Glory Road.
Okay. Brian.
Glory Road.
And Jacob.
Glory Road.
The basketball movie. Yeah. All right.
Sports.
Sports.
Let's go.
Sports ball.
Go my favorite sports
Go my
team.
favorite sports team. Go. Well, they scored their goal unit basket. All right.
Yeah.
Crank and the wrestler. Me, I'll go the wrestler. A movie that appreciates and respects professional wrestling. The wrestler. Jordan.
Man, why can't we have the wrestler go up against Nacho Libre just for fun?
And the wrestler would kick Nacho Libre's ass immediately. Yeah.
But I'll go.
Give it the old ram jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with the wrestler. It's the only Darren movie that I like so far. I haven't seen all his movies, but
we're making it all Oscar movies, so
yeah. But
did you not see the Whale?
Oh yeah. Actually, I do like the Whale. So the Whale, yeah. So there's two. Yeah, I like the Whale, but I still haven't seen Mother. That's the one.
Mother.
Yeah.
It's not Mother. It's
But-
Mother.
Mother.
The wrestler here, but
Steven.
Wrestler.
I do love the wrestler, but doesn't really matter. The wrestler's probably winning anyways. But I'm going with Crank.
Okay.
I mean, Jacob would like that logic. Steven, Crank.
In this community, do you think like 90% of everyone's a wrestling fan? But Jacob,
Yeah,
was that a question or a statement?
It's a statement.
Oh,
I don't like it when people assume they know where things are going to go. The wrestler.
Malcolm.
The wrestler.
All right, the wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right this time, but I just don't like when people assume it.
Yeah. Waitress.
Waitress up against Night at the Museum.
All right, Jordan.
Waitress. It's a generic rom-com. It's not. It's better than that.
Steven.
I'll actually go in there at the museum.
Brian.
I'll go for the family movie, The Museum.
Jacob.
It's close, but I'm going to go Waitress.
Malcolm.
Waitress.
And I'll go Night at the Museum. So it's a tie to Jordan.
Let's go with Waitress. Yes, I'm glad I got the tiebreaker on that one. Because I think the museum is okay.
Siona's Wedding and Little Miss Sunshine. All right, Steven.
Oh, no.
You know what? I don't love Little Miss Sunshine, so I'll throw my Malcolm a bone and go with Simone Wedding. Is that what it's called?
Well, it's called both Simone Wedding or Siona's Wedding. It's two titles. Yeah.
Siona's, yeah.
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, I'll go with what I see, Little Miss Sunshine.
Jacob.
Yeah, I'm not throwing a bone here. Sorry, Malcolm. Little Miss Sunshine.
Malcolm.
Both of these movies were in my top 10 of this year, but I love Little Sunshine. I'm going to go Siona's Wedding.
Yeah. Austin.
Not as hard for me. I don't like Little Miss Sunshine. It's the only wedding I've seen, and it's pretty good. So I'll say Siona's Wedding.
Yeah, I think that Little Miss Sunshine is better. I mean, Simone or Siona's Wedding isn't bad, but I'll go with Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh.
All right, go to Steven. Do it for Malcolm. Do it for Malcolm. Do it for Malcolm.
Sure,
Well,
I'll go with Simone's Wedding.
All right.
What pains me is that I won't be at the championship.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to have to send me the bracket then, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because Jordan's not going to be here either, so I'm going to run the show on the
I
championship.
think I'm there for the episode, so...
Yeah.
Brian will be there, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Click up against a Scanner Dark.
That's the dog snorting into the microphone. I'm like who's snorting? Yeah, or like growling. I think it's growling. But
Brian.
Shabadoo, click.
All right. Jacob.
Click.
Okay. Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Yeah, this is actually tough, but going to go just slightly Scanner Darkly.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'll go Click.
Yeah, like I really wanted to like Scanner Darkly more. I did like it, but not like a ton. So I'll go Click. Steven.
I really want to see Scanner Darkly, but I haven't, so I'll go with Click.
Okay. We'll go with Click.
Yeah, there's some clickbait right there.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like it's the magic.
It's going to be an interesting championship match.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, what happened in
I think that is
2006?
the last
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna have some explaining to do for anybody on that panel that wasn't with the other parts, and I'm gonna be like, "Listen, guys, 2006.
I mean, to be
you know, it is what it is. We were working with what we could, you know."
Yeah, right.
Listen, guys.
and to be fair, like, there's really not a lot of movies on this side that are like, it's like I think about 90% of what's in this bracket is like it's going to be questions asked at that championship.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like what happened here?
I got two or three on this side that I'd be happy with winning this tournament.
Oh,
Though. So
yeah.
we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jacob, you're up first. Jackass 2 and Sentinel.
Number 2.
2. All right. Malcolm.
I'm going to go for the one I've seen, the Sentinel.
Jackass number 2.
Yeah, I'll go with the hot steaming number 2. Let's do it. Steven.
So on paper, Kiefer Sutherland's character is actually far from Jack Bauer, but the way he plays him, he's basically playing Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
So for that reason, and since I'm perfectly fine with Jackass moving forward because the Sentinel's not like a great movie or anything, I'd also go with the Sentinel.
Yeah. Brian.
Well, he's how the wrestler did. Jackass number 2.
Nope. With the wrestler in it?
Yeah, Joy Knoxville. He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
He's a WrestleMania alumni.
Yeah.
He had one of the best matches of that year's WrestleMania, to be honest.
It's true. Yeah.
Most entertaining, at least.
Yeah, right?
Mm.
All right. Moneyball. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Ooh, Malcolm.
How long is Moneyball going to last?
Yeah, we'll see. Malcolm.
I'm gonna have to go to my letterbox list to.
It's close, yeah.
It really is.
Don't worry, I'll buy you some time.
So it's I'm actually have to go Clerks 2 here.
Okay.
The song always reminds me of The Simpsons. I was a little Spanish flea, but
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so you go Clerks 2. Yeah, I'm also going to go Clerks 2 here, actually.
Man, I still got to give it to Moneyball here. It's just that good. Steven.
Even though I don't love it, let's keep Moneyball going. Moneyball.
Yeah, right? See how far I can go. Brian.
Moneyball.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Just because I've seen it, Moneyball.
Wow. All right. So it's at least hanging on. It's not. We don't know if it's hanging on to the next tournament yet. That'll be on Friday.
Well,
but it's hanging on to the Friday tournament. So we'll see.
Well, next matchup.
Based off what's been released in 2006,
It might have a good chance.
Yeah,
to
right.
hang on to 2005. Yeah, it's just.
I have a chance to win it. I don't know.
We'll see. Ooh, Borat and the Prestige.
Oh.
Aye. All right. I gotta go for. It's tougher, but Prestige is like number 6 or 7 on my Nolan list, so I'm gonna go Borat.
Yeah, the Prestige I think is a little overrated. Like I know people who just are obsessed with this movie, but it's another Chris Nolan thing where he's obsessed about time. But I'll go Borat. Steven.
The Prestige. I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
Yeah. Brian.
What's up with the vanilla face, Borat?
Yeah. Jacob.
The Prestige.
Okay.
Malcolm.
I'm going to go Borat here.
Oh, it's Borat. Borat. All right.
I'm not mad at it.
My wife.
Yeah. Prestige is one of those things, man. If it was on the other side of the bracket, it would have had a much easier time on that left side. It would have easily gone into the 16 until Friday. Easily.
Yeah.
This was the tougher side tonight.
Yeah.
Curious George and Idiocracy, Jordan.
It'll be Idiocracy pretty easy for me. Steven?
I guess since I've seen it, Idiocracy.
Okay.
Brian?
Curious George.
No. Jacob?
Curious George.
Malcolm?
Idiocracy.
Yeah, and I'll
And
go
Austin.
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
That's the way I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Mike
like.
Judge, I'm voting for it.
All right.
The Roy Cop story up against Brick.
All right. Steven.
So I still haven't seen Walk Hard, but I don't care for Brick, so Walk Hard.
Yeah, get on that, man. Walk Hard is awesome. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never look at a music biopic, a regular music biopic, the same way again. You'll just see Walk Hard and go,
Yeah.
they skewered every single one of them until the end of time. So,
Yeah. But Brian.
You're never gonna make it doing Walk Hard.
Yep. Jacob.
Walk Hard.
Yep. Malcolm.
I'm sorry, JPO, but Walk Hard.
Yeah.
Walk Hard. Pretty easily here,
yeah. Yeah, because not only does it have like good quotes, it's got good songs in it too. So
yeah, actually good songs. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep.
All right. Walk Hard.
Yeah.
Santa Claus 3 up against Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Battle of the Threes.
Another Battle of the Threes.
All right, three and three. All right, how many are threes going to go against? We'll see.
Yeah, right.
We're going up against Mission Impossible 3. We'll see.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah.
Might actually.
Yeah.
You know what? Santa Claus 3.
Really?
Sure.
Okay. Jacob?
Jacob.
No, Tokyo Drift.
Malcolm.
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift by a Tokyo drifting mile. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go Tokyo Drift. Actually, it has a pretty decent little soundtrack. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
it's
I
good.
like the whistle song.
Yeah. Steven.
Tokyo Drift.
All right, Tokyo Drift.
Featured the other kids from Home Improvement.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dr. Ty Bryant's still playing in high school or like 35 years old. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. MI3 and open season. All right, MI3 wins that one into the Friday, and we'll keep going.
Yep. MI3.
All right.
No Country for Old Men up against Children of Men.
Oh, men.
Oh, the men.
Men versus men.
Men.
What's that do that bad?
Men. All right.
Men versus children.
Jacob Barber.
No Country for Old Men.
Malcolm.
No Country for Old Men.
Yep. Austin.
No Country for Old Men.
Yep. No Country for Old Men. Steven?
No Country for Old Men probably deserves to move on, but just so that it's not completely shut out, I'll give a vote to Children of Men.
Yeah. And Brian?
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
All right. So No Country for Old Men moves on.
NCOM moves on.
I think all the hangers-ons that was in this bracket have all moved
Yeah, I
on.
think so.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Well, at least
All
the
the good
Friday.
ones.
Yeah.
Well, Pez, I'm looking at some results from tonight's episode of Raw, and it appears that Drew will be joining Judgment Day, so it'll be interesting to see who joins the other side.
Oh, so the other side be who do you think then? Sheamus? No.
I don't know.
Kunta? No, he's fighting the Miz.
Yeah.
Wrestling. That's the
I don't
sport.
know.
Wrestling. Yeah, wrestling. That's
Gridiron
amazing.
Gang versus the Breakup.
Oh, what a match. Malcolm.
Gridiron Gang.
What a barn burner we have here.
Yeah. Jeez.
No breaking any speed limits now when you got to choose.
I know. Into the Elite Eight with two movies I've seen once. Gridiron Gang.
I've never seen the Gridiron Gang, so the breakup. Steven.
I mean, they're not great, but I still liked both of these. But I'll go with Gridiron Gang.
Yeah. Brian.
The breakup.
Yep. And Jacob.
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang takes it. All right. Man, Gridiron Gangs had the easiest bracket on the Rated the 8 in this.
Yeah, it
one.
does.
First time
The
it was
easiest.
a
Yeah.
Lucky number 11 up against Glory Road.
Okay. Me,
It's a
I'll
little
go
tougher.
I'll go Glory Road. Jordan.
It's a little closer, but I'll still go Glory Road. Steven?
Lucky number 11.
Yeah. Brian?
Glory Road.
Yep. Jacob?
Glory Road.
Yep. And Malcolm?
I mean, I like number 11, but let's get a sports movie matchup. Glory Road.
Yeah.
Football versus basketball.
2006.
Sports ball matchup. Yay.
Yeah.
2006 does have a sports movie that I liked a lot, but it'll probably be Wednesday. Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Too bad Stick It didn't make it. Another sport.
Is that everyone?
Yeah. 5-1 for Glory Road. Yeah. All right. I'm down to
The Wrestler up against
Waitress.
Oh, no.
Does The Wrestler count as a sports movie?
Yes, it's a sport, damn it. It's the sport of champions.
Oh, yeah.
People call them sports entertainers.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, sports is there.
So wrestling's a sport, and any way you do it, it's a sport.
Wrestling.
Yeah. Who's up?
You.
And me? Oh, the Wrestler. I mean, I really love Waitress, but I'll go the Wrestler. Steven.
The Wrestler.
Brian.
Waitress.
Yeah. Jacob.
The Wrestler.
Yep. And Malcolm.
This is actually really close to me, but I'm just by here. I'm going to go the Waitress.
Yeah. Austin.
The Wrestler.
Yep.
The Wrestler.
Be the Wrestler.
Yep.
Sioni's Wedding up against Click.
All right, Steven.
Still kind of
Sorry. I know I threw you the bone last time, but I can't with this match. So Click.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I go against Sander or Click.
Yep. Jacob.
Click.
Yep. Malcolm.
I can go against Sandler Sioni's Wedding.
Yeah, of course. Austin.
Sioni's Wedding.
Yeah. Well, the reason why for most of the 2000s, Adam Sandler was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, so I'll go with Click. I don't think he's the highest paid anymore.
So it's funny, Malcolm. It'll be on the Friday show, but you won't even be there to vote for it and defend it.
Yeah.
Shame.
Although
I'll try.
Although Richie's there, because I know Richie's seen it.
Richie's seen it,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We'll see.
Is it available to stream anywhere?
I bought it on Amazon for like $4.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to find.
Because the first time I watched it was for Malcolm's original 64, and I found it on Prime Video, not free, but I bought it for like $4. It was like $1.99 to rent or like $3.99 to buy it, so I just bought it. And,
Even if
I will say, if it was available somewhere to watch, I would have done what I did with Black Sheep and go, you can watch this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if I did bought the DVD tonight, I don't think it would arrive in the mail in time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Richie won't be on Friday. So
Yeah, it's still on Prime to buy or rent. That's pretty much the only place you can see it is on Amazon.
But Brian and Steven will be there Friday.
But speaking of Brian, Jackass number 2 and Moneyball.
This is tough. I gotta go call me Jackass number 2.
Yep. Jacob.
Yeah, because now all we're doing is looking for a winner. I'll
Yeah.
go number 2.
Well, now we gotta finish first.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I'm gonna go number 2, guys.
Okay. All right, sounds
See you
good.
later.
Bye.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. But Malcolm.
Yeah, you know what? Austin put me a bone for Sioni's Wedding. I'm going to do the same here because Moneyball's a 2011 movie. I'm going to vote for the 2006 movie.
It's our tournament.
Yeah, there you go. I appreciate that. I would have voted for Jackass number 2 anyways, but I probably still would have won anyways because we still got 4 people that like it, just genuinely. So, Jackass.
Well, sorry if this is TMI, but usually after these shows, I usually have to go number 2, so because it's so long. But I'll vote number 2 here. Steven.
Sure. We'll go Jackass since Moneyball's already made it to the next.
Yeah, it's still in the Friday one. It still has a chance to hang on to 2005. Just not at the
I'm
moment.
not gonna, unlike you guys, I'm not gonna keep voting for it, but I'll vote for it for this round.
You will not sink this puck, you jackass.
Long movie, Jordan.
Right.
That movie won the last tournament.
Yeah, right. It did.
Got Borat up against Idiocracy.
All right, another comedy match, Jacob.
Borat.
Malcolm.
Borat.
Yeah, I'll go Borat.
Yeah, sorry, Mike Judge. I can't vote for you here. Borat. Yeah. Steven.
Now it'll probably be a clean sweep. Borat.
Yeah.
That's what it might be.
Brian.
Yeah, let's have two good cards for 2006 Borat.
Yeah.
All right, Borat.
Borat. Awesome. All right. What's that clip? Austin.
I'm saving something in case it does win. We'll see. I've got a few options here of ones I think might win. I've been trying to do the thing at the end of the show where whatever wins, I play like a clip from it or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Walk Hard up against Tokyo Drift.
Malcolm.
Yeah, when it comes to walking hard or riding around in fast cars, I'm more of a car guy. I'm going to go Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Austin?
This match, I might go Tokyo Drift. I'm going to Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. I think I'm also going to go Tokyo Drift. Like I freaking love Tokyo Drift. Steven?
Even though I haven't seen it, sure, we're not walk hard.
Sure. Brian?
Yeah, since Walk Hard won 2007, let's go with the 2006 film Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Jacob?
I would have went walk hard.
All right, Tokyo Drift takes this matchup.
Tokyo.
All right.
Tokyo.
Mission Impossible 3 up against No Country for Old Men.
If you've seen Good Mythical Morning, every time they say Tokyo, he does a thing where he tries to hold out the O in Tokyo for as long as his breath can possibly do it.
Well, first I'll say MI3. Jordan?
I'll go No Country for Old Men. Steven?
I'll go with the 2006 movie, Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah. Brian?
No Country for Old Men.
Nope. Jacob?
Is this the first time we're actually voting on a matchup with Mission Impossible 3? Everyone's like, yeah, let's just put Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah, why not?
I'll go MI3.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm also going to go Mission Impossible 3.
All right.
MI3. Okay.
It reminds me of the 2008 letter series in which the Dark Knight literally cruised its way through. Like, I don't think we ever really voted on a match until at least the finals of the
Final Four or something like that. Yeah.
I mean,
weird, yeah.
It happened also with Vacation for the Vacation movies too, where
Yeah. But that poster for Mission Impossible 3, like I tried hard to find any other alternate poster for Mission Impossible 3. I used it in the thumbnail because that is literally the only other alternate poster I could find anywhere for MI3.
Oh, it's a good matchup here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sports matchup: Glory Road, Gridiron. Jordan.
Oh, Glory Road by a country mile. Yeah.
Okay.
Steven.
The one I could have been in, but wasn't. Gridiron Gang.
All right.
You should vote against it out of spite because they didn't.
Because they didn't cast you. Yeah.
Yeah. What does The Rock have that you don't have?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been old enough for The Rock's character.
Yeah. Right.
It doesn't matter. It's called acting.
Yeah.
You can play up. You know.
Up or down, like we mentioned in Tokyo Drift, Zachary Ty Bryan playing.
I mean, if they can play
was 2008.
Cast 30-year-olds to be teenagers, they can cast a teenager to be a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't a teenager either. I would have been in my 20s.
And
Yeah. Have you guys seen Priscilla, where the chick plays a 14-year-old and a 30-year-old in the same movie? Because of the makeup. Yeah, it's like it can happen.
I never saw it, but my sister just saw it.
It's also the same with the celebrities voicing characters that have voice actors previously as well.
Mm-hmm.
For this matchup,
Yeah.
Glory Road.
All right, Jacob.
Glory Road.
Glory Road. Malcolm.
Glory Road.
Yeah, I'll go Glory Road as well.
All right.
Glory Road in the Final Four. Kind of an underdog into the Final Four. I like it.
But only because Gridiron Gang didn't cast Steven.
Yeah, all right. Wrestler.
The funny thing is that before this matchup, I had Zachary Shelton asking me, he said, is Glory Road in this? Because that's like one of my favorite movies. I hope it goes far. Well, it is.
Yeah. Steven, Click, and Wrestler.
Okay, I'll go with the 2006 movie again. Click.
Brian.
Yeah, Wrestler's a 2-time winner. Let's go with Click.
Yep. Jacob.
Yeah, why not? Click.
Malcolm.
The Wrestler.
Yep. And Austin.
Yeah, sure, Click. I don't hate it. It's fine.
Well, they're both going to be there in the championship, so I'll go the Wrestler.
Click a little
bit. Look, The Wrestler is definitely the better movie, but my reasoning for Click was they're both going to be in the championship, and Click is
And Wrestler won twice in 1 week for the 2008 tournament. Twice in 1 week. It won the part one and the championship in a week.
Yeah.
I mean, partly because there was because I screwed up and thought Moneyball already won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jackass number 2 and Borat. Oh, tough comedy.
Here we go. Oh
boy.
Oh boy.
Okay, Brian. I don't know where this is gonna go. We'll see.
Jackass number 2, baby.
Okay, Jacob.
Borat.
Malcolm.
Borat.
Jackass.
Yeah, my name is Chris Pontius, and I like to party. Let's go, Jackass. Steven, did you vote?
Nope,
I didn't.
I think I might be getting the tiebreaker, so let's avoid that for this match and go with Jackass.
Wow. Okay, Jackass.
Yeah.
All right.
Needs to win.
Interesting.
A little bit of strategery there.
All right. Tokyo Drift and MI3, right? So another three versus 3. All right, another one. All right.
Yeah, another 3.
Thanks. Okay, Jacob, you're first on this one.
That's too funny.
Tokyo Drift.
Malcolm.
Mission Impossible 3.
Yep. Austin.
This one's tough. I like both these a lot. I think MI3 rules. I'm gonna go MI3.
I'm way more of a fan of Tokyo Drift, so I'll go Tokyo Drift. Steven.
Mission Impossible 3.
Yep. Brian.
Tokyo Drift.
Okay. So we have a tie to Brian. It did not go to you, Steven. It goes to Brian.
Brian, yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
In the all different direction.
Right.
I should have let him have the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
man. He would have voted for Jackass anyway, so it wouldn't matter. He actually would get you.
But then it would have gone to Jacob. I don't remember what Jacob.
Jacob probably would have voted for Tokyo Drift, actually, so it still would have ended up the same. Yeah, I think he did. So it would have still been the same thing regardless. But yeah, I mean, hey, good little.
What an interesting Fun Four.
I know. What a fascinating 2006 Final Four for this one that I did not see coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad about 2 of the ones on the right at all. But yeah. So,
yeah, the ones on the right, yeah.
Yeah, that ones I did not expect, so yeah.
Okay. And another fun fact is I just went through what movies on part 2. All the part 3s of franchises were in this bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had all of that same kind of quadrant.
Yeah. Yeah, they all went there. The wheel's funny like that sometimes. But Malcolm, we'll start with Glory Road and Click.
Yeah, I mean I like Click, but Glory Road was a lot more fun than Glory Road.
Yeah. Austin.
For this one, I'll give it a Click. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Glory Road. But it's close though. Steven?
Click.
Okay.
Brian?
Click.
Yep. Jacob?
Glory Road.
Glory Road. Okay, so tie to Mr. Barber.
Glory Road.
All right.
Yeah, Glory Road.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Jackass number 2. So a 2 versus 3, not a 3 versus 3 this time, but yeah, Jackass number 2 and Tokyo Drift. Me, I don't mind either one of these going through, but I'll stick with Jackass.
If I was going to the theater, which one would I want to?
Both of them.
24. Yeah, but if I had
double feature, baby.
Yeah, right.
It's a great day at the movies right there.
but if I could only afford one, I would probably do Tokyo Drift.
Well, that's why when you just leave the theater, you leave your screen, you just wait and just go to another room.
Right. yeah. Just walk into the next theater and over. I did that so many times.
See, this was still back in the day where there wasn't reserved seating, so you could just walk into another theater, just sit down somewhere.
Mine doesn't have reserved seating, so
we still have one theater in my town that doesn't have reserved seating. It's weird. Yeah. So
I have one that's right down the road, and when I was in high school, I did triple feature, but I only paid for one movie a lot. Me and my buddy Mark. But
yeah, I stopped doing that because I got caught once.
Oh, really? I got caught like sneaking in a back door once.
Not because it's wrong. He didn't stop because it was wrong. He stopped because he got caught.
Yeah. I didn't want them to ban me from the theater because it's the only nearby theater, so I stopped doing it.
Yeah. Well, I tried to see 3 movies without paying for any movies, and that didn't work. but who's up first?
Steven's still going.
We're not first, but who's next? Steven.
Jackass.
All right, Brian.
Jackass.
Jacob.
Tokyo Drift.
And Malcolm.
Although
Tokyo Drift.
It's a tie to Malcolm. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at all.
5 to 2006, baby.
Man, I'm not mad about it.
2 sports movies technically, because racing. I mean, come on.
Jordan, Glory Road and Tokyo Drift.
Let's go Tokyo Drift, baby. Come on. Steven.
Tokyo Drift, sure.
Yeah. That's why I like having you on, Steven. Brian.
Yeah, let's have a Fast and Furious film with German Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Jacob.
I would go Glory Road.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm also going to go Glory Road.
All right. Austin.
But I'm going to go and give Tokyo Drift the respect that it deserves. Tokyo Drift.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. Damn, I did not see that coming.
Justin Lin's directed some good movies. Come on.
Yeah. Wow. All
right.
First time winner, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the first Fast and Furious to actually
to win a tournament? I think I gotta see, because Fast 5 always came close, but I don't think it ever closed the gap and actually won. We had Fast 5 win or get down to the finals, but it never actually won.
Yeah.
So
but that would have been
oddly enough, this is the first Fast and Furious movie to ever win a tournament. So,
it's one that a lot of people disliked when it came out, but then later on, like it grew on people.
Cult following, maybe.
Yeah,
I told you, man.
Cult following. Yeah. Yeah.
I still think it's kind of a middling movie, personally.
Nah, man. Tokyo Drift fucking rules. Yeah.
What does that make for the declared number?
141 on the list of unique tournament winners.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this episode is episode number 180, so we'll be getting close to the 200 series. And I want to push Jordan to end it properly. The real way you should do those 128 movies in those 3 episode series that week is you really should start with episode 198, then 199, then the championship for the ultimate should be episode 200. That would be my idea. You end and find out the big one of the big one at episode 200.
You do that.
That would be my idea.
Yeah. yeah, we'll see when that lines up. I mean, it might be sooner than we think. We do a lot of.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
if my maths is correct, it's probably going to be January sometime.
probably January at some point. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Which means I gotta squeeze another few movies, episodes in there and see what I gotta push back.
We'll play around with it. We'll see.
I've already
All right,
pushed a
there we
lot back. but yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. So yeah, you can close it on down, and yep, that'll do it. So yeah, I always like these yearly series. I wish I would have had time to watch more. I only had time to watch 2 movies, so I'm gonna try to squeeze in more. We'll see. Probably while I'm working on the new intro and graphics for our new show coming up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, Recast. So I'll throw that out there. I'll be watching movies while I set up for that. But we'll do some quick plugs and that'll do it. So we'll go to Steven first. Where can we find you?
You can find me back here on Wednesday and Friday for parts 2 in the championship.
Yeah, nice.
Who is going to be with me on Friday? Me hosting by myself without Jordan and Malcolm. So Malcolm, Malcolm's not there. Jordan's not there. So I got Steven, I got Brian.
And then you have Zach Shelton and then JPO, and you have to find one more replacement for me. I mean,
Jacob Cameron, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Eric Moreno.
Jacob Barber told me maybe, but I don't know.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
It'll be a short, quick episode with the half bracket. So it'll literally be like the way I run the show, bro. That half bracket will be like an hour and 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
We'll be in and out. You know, like we'll be in and out. It'll be easy.
Yeah.
It won't take up much of your evening. I promise you.
Yeah. Well, cool. And Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me here. I'll be on tomorrow night for the recast with Chris Scott and Ross Bristow, the other panelists for that one.
Yeah.
I'll be back on fight for the championship. I'll be on Rankum on Sunday with Jacob for Tough Show voice performances in DreamWorks anime movies. I compete in Lifestyle Trivia, which I'm in round 2 with my partner Brandon Cohen, the Golden Kings. And I compete in trivia on the Pierce Co.
Nice. Yeah, and for the recast too. Speaking of what Brian was saying, you'll be shocked. Like we're recasting Back to the Future, and everyone gave me their list, and I'm shocked how good the lists are. Like when everyone gave me their list, I'm like, holy cow! I wish I would have picked half these people. But Jacob, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me popping up here to your Ranker tournament fights. Thursday with the Lonely Marks. We'll be doing a sort of a tournament fight since I won the predictions for the last pay-per-view that WWE did. I decided we were going to do a half bracket. So each of us took a respective decade and picked 8 wrestlers from that decade. We're going to put them in a randomizer, put them in a bracket, and see which one comes out on top. So that'll be Thursday at 10 Eastern, and then I'll be on Rankum on Sunday.
Cool, sounds good. And Malcolm, what do you have going on?
I've got a few things going on this week. You can find me on Saturday doing a spoiler review for the Marvels. Both Austin and Jordan are going to be there. It's going to be interesting. There's definitely going to be some people who I know did enjoy the movie, and then there's going to be Austin and George.
Yeah. To be fair,
Jordan really liked it until he started texting me, and I pointed out all the dumb shit about that movie, and then now he doesn't like it.
That is really true.
So I'll do the same thing on the show and tell Chris Diaz why that movie sucks.
On that episode. Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you're also going to find me at Rankum with voice performances in DreamWorks movies. You won't seeing me the rest of this week because my hours have changed at work, which means and daylight saving have meant my time is all over the place.
Okay. No worries. We appreciate you making the bracket for us, so we'll happily use that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but Austin,
Well, after all the movie hero stuff this week, obviously I'll be co-hosting, and then obviously, like I said, hosting Friday while Jordan's on assignment with his family. Yeah, it'll be a night of bad movies on Saturday as I talk the Marvels with Malcolm, and then I jump over with Wolfman to do our annual or our monthly, drink along. We did Thanksgiving last year, and it nearly killed us, but we're gonna do Thanksgiving 3 on Saturday because there is no Thanksgiving 2. It's just Thanksgiving 3. So that's what we're going to do. And that one might kill us as well. So that'll be over on Mega Movie Z.
Well, the following year, you could do actually Thanksgiving, maybe. So
if it's bad enough to do one, yeah, we try to do bad movies. That's what we try to do. We'll find something. But there's 2 Thanksgiving movies. So we're moving on to Thanksgiving 3 on Saturday night. So you can watch me drink myself silly and forget about the last half hour.
Yeah. And for the channel, you can find us on all the social medias, X and Instagram, and at Movie Hero 2121. And you can find me at my personal social media, Jordan83616. You can find us in the Showdown Friends and Family group on Facebook, where if you have any projects you're working on, or if you have a YouTube channel, you can post to your heart's content over there, and we'll share it out. We'll support you. We'll all that stuff. We'll get people to subscribe. And yeah, we won't have any polls for the Elite 8. We'll wait till after Friday's championship, and we'll have a poll at the Elite 8 from that episode. I will be trying to get the extended schedule on the Patreon probably after this episode, but I do have a couple of things to rework on the schedule. There's a lot of changes because I had to shoehorn in like some of our that I didn't have on the extended schedule, the like ladder series, some of the one-word movie titles, some of the geek series, and all that stuff. So don't be too upset, Brian or any patron member, if it shows up in the morning. I just have to make sure that I double check everything and make sure the schedule is correct. So I'll try my best though to get it out tonight. But and there won't be any Wheel of Movies this week, just because we'll be doing part 2 on Wednesday night, and then I thought about maybe moving it and doing like an early one on Thursday, but I think that's just kind of a lot with like Lonely Marks going on, and also I have an appointment that's an hour away, and then after rush back here for a dentist appointment, it's going to be a lot for me going on too. So we'll do it next week, but maybe this weekend if you watch, there'll be a wheel spin that will pop up as a YouTube short, so you can watch for that.
I thought we were doing Chris Scott's episode. Is that not happening?
Is it month or his birthday?
Or is that this month or next month?
I guess we are doing it this month. I just got to look at the calendar and figure out. Yeah, we'll do Chris Scott's because we're already late enough in the month. So maybe that there won't be a short. I mean, I may just make one for fun. I'll think about it, but we'll be doing Casablanca for Chris Scott's birthday, so probably that'll be next week. But stay tuned with that. Like I'll make some announcements because we may even end up doing his the week after. So just like hold tight for Wheel of Movies. We gotta figure out a few things. That's why it's good to stay in touch with all of our social media and all that stuff. It's all down in the description. But and then. If you want to see what's on the Patreon, including the extended schedule, you go to patreon.com/movie hero. We have exclusive podcasts where give away some one sheet movie posters from time to time from my time working in the movie theaters. We do all that. Let's see, and making sure I'm not forgetting anything. We're going to mention recast. So just a reminder, that's tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're going an hour earlier because why not? Just do one earlier. And we have coming up for tournament fights in Tier Ranker. So we'll have the rest of our 2006 on Wednesday and Friday. And then we'll be doing our Ryan Reynolds versus Jason Bateman. It'll be our change-up match that's coming up. We got for Thanksgiving movies about food at restaurants or grocery stores, and then we also did a list of we included a couple of Barber movies because we needed to fill out the list a little bit. So you'll see some Barber ones in there.
Is Willy Wonka on the list or no?
Oh yeah, Willy Wonka and Charlie's Chocolate Factory are both on the list. Oh yeah, of course.
Yep. And then we're getting back into our tier ranker series for best one-word titles. So we'll be doing best one-word titles from the 90s. It will be our next one. Then we have movies where the main plot focuses on someone's job or workplace. We got that. And then we have best musicals of all time. That's will be coming soon. We'll be doing best Christmas / holiday adjacent movies. So not your typical holiday movies, but ones that are like that are adjacent, sort of like a Die Hard or Trading Places or Iron Man 3. Like I like that kind of stuff. But and then we have best bands of all time according to Rolling Stone magazine. That's coming up, and then we're going to be doing another versus match, which we have our old school cool that we're going to call it, but it's going to be Robert Redford versus Paul Newman matchup. So got kind of a little classic one going on there, and then by the end of the month we'll do best one-word titles of the 80s. The tier ranker. So there's a little look at the extended for about the next month or so on the channel. But yeah, that is going to do it for us tonight. So thanks for tuning in to this episode, and make sure you come back on Wednesday for part 2. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, definitely hit that, share it out, let everybody know about the channel. We really appreciate it. It really helps us out a lot because we're not going to get monetized without your help for anyone tuning in. So, but for Stephen Shepard, for Brian Nussbaum, for Jacob Barber, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.